It's time now for Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range. Coming up, it's the build-up to tip-off pregame show, presented by Cody Ace Hardware. You'll hear about today's matchups, updates about Cody High School athletics and around the state, and pregame interviews with both head coaches. Tip-off is moments away for Cody High School basketball. Now, sending you out to the court for today's games, here's the voice of the Bronx and Phillies, it's Wyatt Barichka.
And a good afternoon live from Gillette, Wyoming, on the campus of Thunder Basin High School. It is the first day that teams can play basketball from around the state of Wyoming, as well as all winter sports as well. We got wrestling that's going to start tomorrow. Swimming will get their seasons going tomorrow as well. And I mean, just everybody's going to be underway, except for alpine skiing. They'll be the only team that will start in January. You can check out those details and all the schedules by going to our Facebook page, The Range 103.3. But let's get going with this season for the Cody Phillies, as they are back down now in the 3A classification after the reclassification style did take place a season ago. So that dropped the Cody Phillies into the 3A ranks. They're going to be taking on the runner-ups from a season ago in Buffalo, as Buffalo is ranked 4th. Cody Phillies ranked 2nd in the Wild Prep Coaches in Media basketball poll. The game you're watching ahead of us here, if you're tuning in on the live stream, is the it's the Whirling Lady Warriors and the Lady Trailblazers from Torrington. Cody is going to be seeing Torrington on Saturday at Campbell County High School in this one. Well, both teams can get the seasons going off on the right foot. For Buffalo, they'll look to try to make a return to the state championship game where they've been there the last couple of seasons. And for the Cody Phillies, they're going to look to try to make a statement in the 3A classification under head coach Chris Wagner and head coach Olenek. And this team is going to be a little bit younger on the side of things. They have just one senior, and Sofia Radakovic. There's a lot of juniors and a lot of sophomores on this Cody Philly roster that are going to be able to get some opportunities at the varsity level. They're also, some have actually gotten quite a bit of playing time, from a season ago. So this is going to be really nothing new as far as the varsity side of things, just getting some more opportunities on the varsity side of the basketball season. This is your build-up to tip-off pregame show. It's presented by Cody Ace Hardware. They're your home, lawn, and gardening store. Make sure you visit them at the top of Grable Hill at the Beck Lake Plaza in Cody. Also, a big thanks to State Farm agent Jen Talich, your player of the game sponsor. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be, your scoreboard sponsor tonight. YDOT, seatbelt saves lives. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. Your post-game show sponsor, Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. Park County Glass, Allstate agent Kale Mitchell. Allstate, you're in good hands. Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, Keel Sanitation, your halftime report show, Woodward Tractor, and also Canyon Therapy. A big thanks to all of them that will make this broadcast possible throughout the season, and also helping us get everywhere we can to cover the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. We'll give you more details about next week, as there's a little bit of a conflict between the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies, because they'll be
welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Dale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Dale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Dale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, your good hands.
You're tuned into Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Back here at Thunder Basin Gymnasium on the campus of Thunder Basin High School, Cody Phillies are going to be taking on the 4th-ranked Lady Bison from Buffalo. The Cody Phillies ranked number 2 in the Class 3A. In the Class 3A ranks, Douglas ahead of them. That'll be an interesting matchup next week, which we will be at in Lander, but we'll get there when that time comes. Let's take a look at these two teams from a season ago. I mean, it's hard to really talk about how these two teams are this season because they haven't played a game yet. We'll take a look at the Lady Bison, though, to start. Their head coach by John Hepp. He will be his first season with the Lady Bison, as last year Keith Leberts, was a part of the Lady Bison team. They would go 22-4 from a season ago. They would go 6-0 in conference play. And last season for Buffalo, they would average roughly 63 points a game, just surrendering 39 points per contest. Trying to take a look at the roster between this team this year and the team from a year ago. There are some familiar names, and taking a look at one of them, it is the scoring leader from a year ago. It's Carly Davis. That was a player a big time from a season ago, averaging roughly 17 points per game, and she was just a sophomore. So seeing where she will go this senior season for her. A couple of other names that trying to see if they're sounding familiar. Isabel Krekerar, and apologize for the mispronunciations. I did try to get a contact and was not able to get some pronunciations, and so if I mispronounce these names, I do really apologize for our listening and visual audience. You also got Hampshire, Hampshire, and she will make a return as well. So there is some returners this season. The team, this current season, has seven seniors. You got 3 juniors and a sophomore in Anna Mock, the only sophomore on this varsity roster for the Lady Bison. And take a look at the Cody Phillies side of things. A name that is not here this season, as she is at Idaho State. Molly Hayes, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year. She is not on the team this year as she graduated and now is off to Idaho State to continue her basketball career. But this Cody Phillies team is bringing a lot back from the season before, as well as they got a pretty young core of players as well. Sofia Radakovic going to be the senior leader of this team. She's the only senior. You got quite a few juniors who are going to start tonight, including Ellie Talich. And take a look at the rest of my roster. Cindy Simone, one of the other juniors that will start. Macy Ball, a sophomore. We're going to take a look at starters in just a moment, but some of these names are very familiar. They got at least a couple of years of Cody Philly basketball left on this one. The Cody Phillies from a year ago, coached by head coach Chris Wagner, they would average roughly 59 points per contest, surrendering just 34 points on the season. And taking a look at rebounds and offensively, total rebounds, they would out-rebound their opponents 27-5. So it's going to be an interesting time to see how this Cody Phillies team develops as the season continues. And it's the first week. A lot of things are going to be seen. A lot of things are going to be worked on to get better as the season continues. And they got a couple of weeks in December to kind of fine-tune and kind of see where they can work on for their side of things against opponents, and especially next week where they got Douglas on the Lander Classic schedule. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, it is going to be our first edition of the Cody Roundup. We caught up with all the other sports from around Cody High School. So we'll take that 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back right here on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring, or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. You don't need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
Our first edition of Cody Roundup will start in boys swimming, where the Cody Bronx have numbers this season for their squad. With 19 swimmers on the team, head coach of the Bronx swim team, Emily Sweat, talks about the number of swimmers this season and how they got those numbers.
Oh, it's awesome. This is my fourth year, and coach, our diving coach, Cammie Jackson, her fourth year as well. And, like we talked about, we've seen 10 to 12 guys every year that we've seen it in the couple years I was around before. We saw about the same under the previous coach. And so to see 19 come out, some new, some returning to swimming after taking some time off, some regulars that are coming back, year after year. But I always feel like when the boys go out and recruit kids to come swim for the team, that's kind of the highest form of, compliment we can have for this group of kids, right? It's, they feel good about where they are and what they want to accomplish this season. And I think the fact that they are actively going to seek other guys to come join them in doing that is fantastic.
This weekend, however, one swimmer will not be competing with the team. Senior Bradley McKenzie qualified for a junior nationals meet in Texas, where he'll compete against some of the best swimmers 18 and under on the west side of the United States. He talks about representing Wyoming, as he was the only one to qualify from Wyoming.
Representing Wyoming, I think it's going to be super fun because not a lot of people from Wyoming get to go. And being able to represent the state, it makes it seem like I have something to do when I'm down there.
McKenzie will be in Texas this weekend, as the Bronx swim team will be in Powell on Friday and will host a meet on Saturday. We head over now to Nordic skiing, where the Bronx and Phillies will start their season in Jackson. Head coach Megan Becker talks about the upcoming season and more about her team.
This year we have 12. We have 8 girls, 4 boys, and 2 of them were from Powell, so that's exciting.
Senior Bo Schatz is looking to see the team compete this season and looking to improve from last year.
Probably try to get the top 30, something quicker than the last 3 years I've done it.
Cody's Nordic skiing team will be in Jackson on Friday and Saturday for their 2-day meet. Alpine has a while before their first meet of the season. However, with plenty of time, head coach of the Alpine team, Taylor Henson, talks about the team and how they practice with the lack of snow Cody has seen this season.
We don't get a lot of time on snow anyways. Other teams from around the state, obviously Jackson is on snow every day, so we've just adapted our training program to make sure that we do the best that we can day to day, midweek, and then we're always going to be on snow on Saturdays at Red Lodge Mountain because they're making it and they're doing an awesome job at it too. So the only question mark there is what time of day and how much training space we get. So when we get up there, they prioritize us right along with their own club team, and sometimes we'll share a smaller lane because other mountains are there too, trying to find some snow. But since Red Lodge does such a great job of making it, we get just about as much time on snow as we always have.
The season begins in January for Alpine skiing. Wrestling is going to be competing in big tournaments early in the season to start Friday and Saturday. The girls will be hosting a Cody Girls Invite, which will be 2 days. The boys, though, will be heading over to Powell for their 2-day invite. Powell, one of the bigger wrestling meets to start off the wrestling season. Check out the full interviews on our Facebook page, The Range 103.3. When we return from the break, we'll talk with head coach of the Cody Phillies basketball team, Chris Wagner. This is Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Online at myheartmountainradio.com.
Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment while helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit canyontherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
If you're looking for custom metal work that will stand the test of time, Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
It's time now for our pregame interview. Sending it back to the court with Wyatt Barichka with head coach Chris Wagner.
Head coach Chris Wagner of the Cody Phillies. Coach, first off, a couple of weeks in, how are you feeling?
Really good. Yeah, you spend the whole summer working on stuff and then getting to the fall with some open gyms, and then it even feels like we've been practicing for a really long time, and I think the girls are tired of playing themselves in practice. I think we're ready to go see some real competition, so super excited to get that going this week.
What are some things that you have emphasized with your team, at least throughout the summer and the first couple of weeks of the season?
A big one, our style of basketball is always a big thing. We like to play fast, put pressure on the other team to have to defend us. Defensively, we're going to pressure the other team, so kind of setting in motion just the high pace, and they're all used to it. That's how they've always played going into middle school, so that's not too big. The big thing, just ball security would be a big one that we've seen that we need to work on, just seeing the floor better, taking care of the ball better, making better passes. So that's kind of been an emphasis the past few days, and yeah.
I want to talk about this depth a little bit because you don't have that Gatorade type player of the year this year with Molly. There's a lot of great depth with this team. Just talk about your team a little bit with only one senior this year.
Yeah, fortunate to have a pretty stout junior and sophomore class right now. So we could play 10 deep if we needed to. I think we'll be in shape enough that if we had to shrink that up, we'd be fine. But I just see a lot of players right now that can play and handle on the varsity floor. We've seen them just in different situations in the summer. All of them kind of a bunch of them got thrown into the mix. So know that there's a bunch capable, which leads to tougher decisions on our end, but it's a great thing. So I think our depth's great. especially on the defensive end, the way we play, that's going to allow us to rotate more bodies, keep them in fresh. And the offense might get a little clunky with that, trying to build some chemistry off so many people coming in. But I think we're solidifying that, the way we play our offensive game plan, making reads. It shouldn't matter who you're playing with. We should all know the different ways to react to what everyone else is doing. So, hopefully the chemistry wouldn't be that as bad with that, but it takes time to develop that too. So I do know that.
I was going to say, it's kind of a good problem to have at the same time. And, you have been kind of rotating with practice. I've kind of been watching and, just trying to develop that chemistry. What's kind of been that challenge, just finding that right combo, or how have you kind of approached that part?
Not really, just getting them more comfortable. Just like I said, just the basic reads that we have to take care of. If we get to, we're a fast break team, so, we're looking for a quick shot if it's available. We're not teaching them to force anything by any means. But, if the ball gets backed out and we have to kind of set something up, I think we've taught them pretty well on what to do to kind of re-trigger the offense a little bit. So, like I said, we kind of narrowed down a varsity group after within the scrimmage and then in next week. So now kind of getting them some reps all together and focusing that. It's kind of a crash course these past couple days. But like I said, if they just stick to the basics of everything we've done, regardless of who's on the floor, they should know what to do.
You mentioned the scrimmage that you guys hosted last week, which was fun to watch anyways. But just talk a little bit what you were kind of seeing with that scrimmage and what you were hoping the players to get out of that.
I like the intensity right away. I think this is an exciting game. I think my group started down 8-0, and I'm like, oh, crap, this might not look good. And they found a way back in, I think took a short lead. So it was an entertaining half.
They got physical, too.
It did, yeah. So that's the nice thing. These girls compete. It doesn't matter, if it's a scrimmage. It doesn't mean anything. Or we're throwing them against Buffalo on Thursday. They're gonna get after it. So yeah, it's tough for me to kind of see stuff so much going on within the live action. But going back to the film, just picking apart, I think defensively we need to do a better job of just being ready and active off the ball. I trust when we're on ball that they know how to pressure it and put it in the places that we want. Off ball, we saw a little bit of just kind of spectators just kind of standing there watching. So that was good to come back to. Like I said, the passing, whether it was, we're not seeing the available pass or players just aren't being effective getting open. And, we opened up practice today with a drill to kind of help out with that. So those were a couple of the big takeaways.
Let's transition to this week. You get 3 games right off the bat, back-to-back days. Good quality 3A opponents. You get a South Dakota team as well. But looking at your schedule, kind of what were your first impressions about it?
Yeah, I know Buffalo's been a really good team. They've been trying to itch and trying to claw their way to crack Douglas the last couple of years. So expecting them to, I know they graduated a decent little class last year, but I know, we got a chance to watch them at state last year. And I remember they had a couple of younger players that they'll have they'll be big time players to have to defend. And just like I said, their past success, they've been a pretty established program, so that's good. The South Dakota team, I don't know anything about right now. I just kind of sticking with them. And then just knowing Torrington on Saturday, haven't seen them, but just definitely know it's a team that we got to be aware of. So it's good to see those teams from the other side of the state. We'll get them early on, and then it's not until the state tournament that we see them again. So getting any little bit of experience against them is great.
It's got to be maybe hard as a coach because you don't have film, you don't have stuff to kind of plan around what they throw at you. But how do you approach an opening weekend like this, getting, potentially 3 different types of offense, 3 types of different defense? Just how do you kind of approach a weekend with your team like this?
A lot with film. It's kind of a progression. Early in the season, I'm going to spend way more time watching us. I'm not going to put as much time into the scouting. I'm going to be really nitpicky early on and just kind of find as many different little things they can, I'll find the broad concepts for sure that will help everyone. But individually now with players, just going back through even our scrimmage and hey, this is one area you got to get better at. So I kind of spend more time early in the season focusing on us and doing our things. And then as the season progresses, the scouting definitely, we know who we are. So then it becomes paying a little bit more attention and having a full scouting report on the other teams.
Well, Coach, final question here. This is a question you're going to get every week, and it's always going to be the final one. For the season, X Factor difference maker, what's going to be the difference for your team this year?
I'll go our depth. I'll go back to that. I think that's the big thing. And we know, like I said, defensively, I know it should be pretty solid, just the way I've seen a lot of these girls play. Can we continue to take advantage of things on the offensive end, especially in the half court? If we're doing a good job in our type of pressure, we'll force turnovers and we'll get some of the easy buckets off that. But if we're forced to have to play in the half court, can we still kind of keep some flow and energy going? That'll be the big thing to look out for, I guess.
Anything I left out, Coach? Anything you want to add before we send it to the break?
No, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, Wyatt.
And we'll actually keep it here live on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station. And big thanks to head coach Chris Wagner for taking some time to chat with us about this upcoming season. Plenty of basketball as the season starts today, and hopefully it will end in March for both the Cody Phillies and the Cody Broncs. We're going to do the starting lineups here, and the only starting lineup I do have is the Cody Phillies. They're going to be in their home whites today. The blue numbers trimmed in that Vegas gold for Buffalo. They're going to be in that all black uniform with the gold trim, white lettering, and also the gold stripe, as well as the Cody Phillies will be actually introduced second on the starting lineup. And again, big thanks to Cody Ace Hardware, your pregame sponsorship for this broadcast. This Buffalo will start like this. Carly Davis, the leading scorer from a season ago. She'll be followed by number 14, Grace Finke. Number 23 for the Lady Bison, Camry Davis. She'll be followed by number 30, Aubrey Irish. And to round up the lineup, number 42, Isabel Crookart. And hopefully, again, I apologize for mispronunciations if I do have any mispronunciations on the broadcast. Again, Buffalo in their away blacks. Cody going to be in their away or home whites. Again, blue numbers, blue letters across the chest, trimmed in that Vegas gold. For the Cody Phillies, it's going to start like this. The junior, number 0, Ellie Talich. She'll be followed by the sophomore, number 4, Macy Ball. The lone senior of this Cody Phillies squad, number 15, Sophia Radakovich. Number 21, the sophomore, Grace Hayes. They'll do most of the ball handling duties up the court, and to round up the lineup, it will be number 24, the junior, Sydney Simone. So again, a mix-up of juniors, and also sophomores in the lineup. Normally we would have the mix-up of Cody be on the home part of the scoreboard, but with the mix-up, we'll just keep it how it is. Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Sophia Radakovich going to go against Crookart in the center circle, playing at Thunder Basin High School. So we're waiting the final moments here from the PA announcer, and once the tip-off starts, Cody High School basketball is underway, and the first control tip is going to be Cody, as Hayes will have it at the top. Buffalo showing zone defense here. There's Simone. Cross court, pass it off to Ball. Now back up top, looks for the inside pass for Talich as it hits off the window, and now we got a loose ball and stolen away by Cody as Ellie Talich can't get that layup to go. Grace Hayes with the putback, and that's good. And it's an early 2-0 lead for Cody, and this game is going pretty quick as Buffalo gets their first true offensive possession. Cody looking like they're running man-to-man defense. And head coach Chris Wagner. Far side is Davis, matched up by Talich. Talich trying to poke it out of there, can't do so. Back now to Davis. Davis going to drive in right side, spin in the paint. There is a traveling call, and Buffalo will turn it over for the second time early in this contest. Turnovers you're going to see quite a bit early on in the season. That's just kind of how things roll, and we're going to get a carry by Hayes, and that will give the Cody Phillies their first turnover of the contest unofficially. 2-0 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Your feature is the timeouts if you're watching live on that video stream that you can catch at myheartmountainradio.com. At the top is Davis, matched up there by Hayes. 6:48 to count in this first quarter of action. Irish now on the right side. It's going to be taken away by Hayes on the steal. Hayes going to try to push it in. Here's a kick out to Simone. Simone going to pull it up for three and will knock it down for the triple. Sydney Simone with her first score, and we're going to have a whistle and a 30-second timeout by Buffalo. So we'll keep it here. Again, big thanks to YDOT. Make sure you buckle up every trip, every ride. As somebody has told me in Riverton at one time, 2 hands on the wheel, 2 eyes on the road. And again, Buffalo did take that first timeout. They're down to 4. An early timeout here as Cody has a 5-0 advantage early on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Just taking a quick look at turnovers as well. 3-1 in turnovers in the contest early on. Also, a big congratulations to Cody High School's team. They went to Cheyenne for their annual government contest, and I don't have the correct name, so I apologize for not getting the name correctly, but they have a team that is going to nationals, and according to a post I saw, it was, I believe, the first time that Cody has been able to do that. So congratulations to them. 6:30 to go here in quarter number 1. 5-0 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as the inbound is Fowler. Excuse me, not Fowler. That is Irish, and we're going to get a whistle on Talich. Talich will pick up her first personal foul. That'll be the first team foul as well. Lady Bison basketball on the far sideline. Davis is trying to inbound it. We'll give it off now to Carly. Davis looks inside. It's going to be taken away by the Phillies again. And Cody will turn it right back over for the bucket. That is good. Courtesy of Camry Davis. And the Lady Bison have broken the lead off the bucket. As Simone almost travels with it. Ball's going to pull a quick trigger and can't get the shot to go. And rebound was for Davis. We're going to get a jump ball. Lady Bison will have the arrow for them. We got both scoreboards. We got a video scoreboard as well as just a regular scoreboard. So it kind of helps track players' points and fouls. That will help us out on our stat sheet here in a little bit. Davis at the top, matched up by Hayes. She'll swing it now to Carly Davis. Guarded by Talich. Now they'll create the trap. There's Hayes on the steal. Gets in the passing lane. Has nobody in front of her, and she'll put it up for 2 after the steal. Cody taking a quick lead here, 7-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard after the steal by Grace Hayes. There's another turnover by Buffalo. Then we'll get a whistle. And this should go against the Lady Bison. They will give it to Aubrey Irish for the foul. That will be her first personal. These teams showing press early in this game. Kind of surprised as it's the first game of the season. Cody now going to try to break the press. They're able to do so as Hayes gets it over the midcourt stripe. Hayes trying to take it all the way herself. Can't do it. Radakovic put back is no good. And we're going to get a jump ball that will favor the Phillies. We'll get a substitution, first substitution for Cody as Maddie Boudry and Reagan Moss check in for Cody. No substitutions yet for Buffalo. Cody basketball on the baseline. Talich looking to inbound. We'll give it off to Hayes. Hayes on the left corner. We'll give it back to Talich. Pulls it up for 3. We'll get it to go to the other side, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Cody. 5:03 to go, quarter number 1, 7-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. So Talich will look to inbound it again. She'll look for the baseline pass to Moss. It'll be deflected out of bounds from Grace Finke. Finkel, excuse me. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Talich again. Hayes wide open three. She's going to pull it. Can't get it to go. Simone put back. That one's no good. Here's a third opportunity for Cody. And they'll get the offense reset here after a couple of misses. Simone from the top hits the back iron. Can't get it to go. And Buffalo has 2 on Nada. And can't get the layup to go. Here's a second opportunity. That one's no good, and it'll be hit out of bounds. It'll stay with Buffalo, it appears. We just are going really quick here in the first half of this ball game. We're going to get ball to check back in for Cody as Simone will check out. Right now, Cody has rolling with 7. Inbound pass is going to be corralled by Davis. Right side outside, matched up by Hayes in the man-to-man. She'll pull up for 3 off the window. That's no good. Hayes will quickly take it herself. Has Davis in front of her. That will go in under with the underhand scoop and score after the rebound, or excuse me, turnover. She was able to pick up again. Unofficially, I have Cody for 7 turnovers they've created for Buffalo, and here is another one before there's a travel call on Moss trying to save it from the out-of-bounds line, and Buffalo will get it right back. 4:05 in quarter number 1. Live on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station, running just a little bit behind the schedule here at the Early Bird Invites in Gillette. Our side now, Mock. Hayes pokes it away. It's going to be Hayes with a 2-on-3, and she'll get the underhand scoop and score again, and she is been pretty much taken over. Another timeout by Buffalo. They are down to 3. Hayes has 8 points of the contest, and it's going to be another 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. A big thanks to Canyon Therapy. For all your occupational physical needs, make sure you visit Canyon Therapy today or online at canyontherapy.com. So 11-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The Cody Phillies have been credited 11 points, 8 of them already from Hayes. Sydney Simone knocked down an early 3 in the contest. Buffalo just trying to get something going. Right now is unofficially, I have him 1 from 5 for the field. Cody is already taking 12 shots, and 4 of them have been from beyond the arc. It will be Buffalo basketball out of the timeouts. Cody has been pretty much pressuring this Buffalo team to quickly get rid of it as soon as they bring an extra defender, or just a lot more pressure with the other person. There's Talich. She pokes it away, gives it off to Boudry. That's good. The assist from Ellie Talich. And Boudry gets her first points of the new season, 13-2 now. Basin again with the next offensive possession. Gabrielle Hall has checked into the ball game for Buffalo. Hall looks inside. It's going to be tipped out by Cody as she was looking for Krekar on the pass, the cut inside. Checking into the ball game, Davis, Carly Davis has checked back in. Sofia Radakovic for Cody is back into the ball game. With 3:18 to go in quarter number 1, inbound pass. The shot is put up by Finkel, can't do it, and we're gonna get a foul on Buffalo. Picking up the foul is Isabel Cracker, and she will have her first personal. And we'll get another substitution here for Buffalo. For Ann Hampshire is in the ball game. Buffalo still bringing front court pressure, and I don't know how Boudry got that, as Buffalo had somebody in the pass lane. Ball's going to swing it to Hayes. She's going to pull a deep 3, hits off the front iron, and we're going to have a foul on Cody, and I think you get Boudry for the push. That will be the case. Boudry has picked up her first. Cody brings the full court pressure again, and we're going to get jump ball as Boudry gets in the way of that one. Floyd's picking up her second foul. Buffalo will have the arrow. Apologize for our slow-moving camera. It's kind of hard when you have to do all the components, but that's all right. As long as you guys can see it, that's all that matters to us here from MyHeartMountainRadio.com, Heart Mountain Broadcasting. Davis now on the stripe. Moss came in and collided, but that's going to be a turnover by Buffalo. And Moss tries to spin, looks for Hayes. She can't get a full control of the basketball, and we're going to get jump ball for Cody. Ellie Touch is checking in for Moss. Cody's run a 7 personnel so far. We haven't seen others checking yet. Inbound for Ball. Ball drives into the other side. We're going to get a late whistle, and Macy Ball going to go get some freebies from the line. We have the foul to Hampshire. She'll pick up her first personal. It is the team's third, and again, from a year ago, as Ball will miss the first one, I believe the bonus, it is not a 1-and-1. Once a team hits bonus, it's going to be 2 free throws no matter what. Ball looking for at least a 1 or 2 trip. She can't get it to go, and it's going to be Buffalo basketball after the free throw trip. Cody continues to bring pressure. Talich trying to save it. He'll stay with Buffalo. And it's just been fast-paced for both these two teams. They brought in the front court pressure. We've seen multiple turnovers, at least for Cody. The front court pressure game has favored the Phillies, and there's another steal and turnover by Buffalo. Hayes will hurry it up to the near side. Now goes around the arc, off to Talich, back to Hayes. Thought about a 3, gets one person to go. Back out to Talich. Baseline drive for 2, can't get it to go. Radakovic will rip it out, can't get the shot to go up. Looks for Hayes, and Cody's going to get an extra possession. Hayes, mid-range, jumper drops. Took a little bit, but Cody will get 2 more. Davis, Basin, here's a 3-point high arcing shot that won't go. Hayes will secure the rebound, try to push up the base, slow it down. Boudry, here's a 3 off the window, and Talich can't get the rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds by the Phillies. It will go to Buffalo. Camry Davis checks in. Hayes will check out after 10 points in the first quarter. Cody's going to back off from their full court pressure here. Here's a drive in now by Irish. Can't get it to go. Radakovic secures the rebound. And Boudry brings it up, tries to pick up the speed. Here's a pass to Simone, thinking she'd cut on the baseline. And turnover by Cody. That's unofficially their 4th turnover. As the Bronx will play after this one. They're going to take on the Douglas Bearcats. Here's a 3-point shot by Camry Davis that doesn't go in. And back to the Cody Phillies. And again, Bronx will play. It's scheduled for 4, but it'll be after the conclusion of this one. Here's a pass to Ball. We'll wait for everybody to come back. Here's Talich. Right side, outside. Here's Boudry. Thought about a 3. Bounce pass it inside to Radakovic. That shot won't go. And it goes back to the Lady Bison from Buffalo. Again, top 5 matchup here according to the Wild Prep coaches and media basketball polls. We're under 40 seconds. First quarter action. 3-point shot off the window as Boudry will come up with the rebound. Boudry quickly pushes it. Ball for 3. She'll travel before the shot, and Cody will give it right back to Buffalo. Only 2 points for them so far in the first quarter. 28 seconds left to go in quarter number 1, where Cody leads 15-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Davis now will give it up to Fowler. Goes inside. Davis will get it back. Will pull it up for 3. Hits off the back iron. And it will be saved, but it's Sydney Simone who comes up with it. Simone can't get the layup to go. She'll put it up for a second chance, and it goes in. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Cody gets out fast. They take a 17-2 lead. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
Needs. Takeuchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takeuchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takeuchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
It's time now for Cody High School basketball on. This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
I think we'd be seasoned pros, but sometimes you got technical difficulties on a lot of side of things, but they'll be fixed up before next week. Back here at Thunder Basin Gymnasium on the campus of Thunder Basin High School in Gillette. Cody to a quick 17-2 lead over Buffalo in a top 5 matchup on the girls' side of Class 3A. Cody ranked number 2 behind the defending champ Lady Bearcats from Douglas. Buffalo ranked number 4 as the runner-ups from a season ago. Second quarter action is going to begin with the Lady Bison having the first possession, as Cody will stay currently in their man-to-man defense. Here's a steal by Ball, who will poke it away. Hayes going to push the pace up for Cody. We're going to get a whistle, the foul, and it's going to be on the shot. So Hayes will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. They're going to give the foul off to Mox. That'll be her first personal. It's going to be the first team foul of the quarter, as Hayes will make her first free throws. And we'll look for the perfect trip from the line. We'll do so. She's already got 12 points in the ball game so far. Approaching 30 seconds into second quarter action is Buffalo looking for their second score of the game. Here's a drive in. Cody creates the trap. Buffalo's able to give it off. Now Davis at the top. Matched up there by Hayes. Davis going to try to drive in right. She'll get the whistle. And they're going to say it was not on the shot. Grace Hayes will pick up the first personal foul. Her first, team's first of the quarter. 7:23 left to go as inbound is successful for Buffalo. Camry Davis will have that taken away by Hayes, looking for Talich, who can't save it, and it's going to go right back to Buffalo. Kind of like what you're seeing early on. Cody not really let off the pressure defensively, and they've backed off from their front court pressure. They are up again 19-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. There's a drive inside. It's going to be poked everywhere until Davis gets it. Matched up by Touch. Here's the pass off now to Camry Davis. And off to Fowler. Irish now back to Davis as Buffalo slowing things down, looking to try to get something going. And it's going to be a fight for the basketball. It's Sydney Simone who will get in there. for the jump ball, and Cody will get the arrow, and it's just this defensive pressure that Cody is getting as Sofia Radakovic checks back in. We did see coming into the ball game, get the name in just a second here. Talich to Ball. Ball is going to get it over the midcourt stripe. Simone to Hayes. Wide open three. She'll pull it, and it will go behind the glass and be Lady Bison basketball after the three-point miss there from Hayes, who's got 12 points in the contest. 6:23 left to go in the first half here from Thunder Basin Gymnasium. Shot's no good. We'll get a whistle after Isabel Cracker couldn't get the putback. And she'll be fouled on the shot. So looking to get some more points as a foul will go against Macy Ball. That will be her first personal. It's the second team foul of the quarter. Cracker at the line to put some points on the board. Can't get the first one to drop. We'll get one more free throw here. 19-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Second quarter action here at the Early Bird Invite. And we're going to get a violation on Talich. He went a little early. And get one more opportunity as the second free throw didn't go. Get one more from Cracker. Free throw is good, and Buffalo finally gets a score after that early one in the first quarter. Ball is being trapped in. That's going to be a double dribble on Cody. That'll be a turnover. 6:10 left to go. 2-1 the second quarter score. Live at myheartmountainradio.com. A big thanks to Heart Mountain Broadcasting sending us out here for this tournament to cover Cody High School basketball. Again, boys after the conclusion of the girls. Here's a spin shot that's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Simone. Is Talich going to try to go inside? She'll get the whistle. And two free throws coming for Ellie Talich, looking for her first points of the season. They're going to get Camry Davis for the foul. That'll be her first personal. It's going to be the team's second of the quarter. Talich's first free throw takes a friendly bounce and will drop in. Making it now 20-3 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 5:48 left to go. Moss checks in for the Phillies. Talich looking for the perfect trip, and she'll get it to go. Making it now 21-3. And Buffalo will get a quick, easy score courtesy of Mock. And she was wide open on the baseline. Hayes looking to give it off to Moss, stolen by Davis. And it'll be taken right back by Hayes. After it was stolen, Moss will bring it up over the timeline. Right now, Cody leading 20-5. Hayes looking to make it 23-5. Can't do so. Talich will go for a second chance, and she'll go back to the line where she was perfect just moments ago. See who they credit the foul on. Credited for the foul. That'll be her second personal. Talich again, who was perfect from the line a moment ago, will get the broadcaster jinx and miss the first. 5:13 left to go. Quarter number 2 here. Again, the Bronx will play after this one. It's a empty trip for the Phillies. However, they're going to get an extra possession after Radakovic poked it to Talich, and then Simone's going to lose it out of bounds. Turnover. Boudry will check in for Talich, and that was a great job by Radakovic. Really didn't have an opportunity to secure the basketball. She poked it back out to Talich. Give him an extra possession, but they would turn it over to Buffalo. Davis looking for a layup. She'll be fouled and go to the line, and we're going to play a little free throw game at Pierce. It's like once they drive in, it's going to be a free trip to the line, and that's happened now 3 times in a row. Camry Davis at the line. First free throw is good. We'll get one more here from Davis. That'll be the case. Makes it now 20-7. Again, Buffalo still bringing that front court pressure. And out of bounds will stay with Cody. Seeing some of the Bronx make their way out. They're going to take on Douglas in a top 5 matchup as the Bronx are ranked number 1 in the 3A classification, according to the Wild Prep coach and media poll. Hayes at the top. Giving off to Boudry as Buffalo appears to running a zone defense. There's a swing to Moss. Back to Hayes. Has a shot. She'll fire it. Does. Off the back iron and no good. And it's going to be saved by Boudry. Nice job by Maddie Boudry with the save. An extra possession for the Phillies. Hayes. Baseline drive and was looking for Morager, who is checked in for the first time. And it'll be a turnover for the Phillies. Again, it's the second chances that really benefited the Phillies so far as well. Their defensive pressure as well as the second chances, like those saves from Maddie Boudry. It's going to help them win some games. Here's a drive by Davis. That's going to be a foul. Once again, it's try to go to the rim and you'll get your opportunity at the line. Morager is going to pick up her first personal. It'll be the team's third. Right now, Buffalo's outscored the Phillies 5-4. I have 21-7. I'm not sure why the scoreboard says 20-7. Here's the inside pass for Hampshire. Now, Lady Bison just kind of swinging it around. Hampshire again gets the opportunity, won't drop. It's Radakovic for the rebound. Hayes quickly picks up the pace. Here's a pass to Moss. Thought about a 3. Now we'll try to drive in. Morager can't get the pass, and it's going to be a turnover by the Phillies. Buffalo quickly bringing it up court. Davis thought about a 3. One dribble, side step, pull up. That's no good either. Hayes will hand it off to Radakovic essentially on that one, and Cody will get the basketball back quickly to Boudry. Baseline drive, swinging out to Moss. Thinks about a 3 from the far corner. Can't get it to go. We're going to get a foul on the Phillies. And they're going to give Maddie Boudry her second personal foul. And we're going to see Macy Ball, Ellie Chalich check back in. Morager and Boudry will get a breather with 3:26 left to go in the second quarter. I have 21-7 on my Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. The other scoreboard is showing 20-7. We'll have to maybe get that verified, and we're going to have bonus for Buffalo. That's why there was question why there was nothing happening, and I think that's what I think Buffalo was advocating for, and now they're going to get it. So at the line for Buffalo is Aubrey Irish, who is going to be looking for her first points of the season with 3:26 left to go. First free throw bounces off the iron a few times before it drops, and I'll figure out why I have 21-7 in just a moment. One more free throw. That's off the back iron and will land in the hands of Grace Hayes out of bounds. We're going to get a foul first, though, before Hayes steps out of bounds. They're going to get Aubrey Irish for her third personal foul. And it's going to be Grace Hayes at the line to shoot a pair. She'll make the first. She's currently 3 of 3 from the line. And we will get one more free throw here from Hayes. Can't get that one to drop. And Cody will get it right back. Here is Hayes. Looks for Moss. Nice pass. And Hayes going to be called for the offensive foul. She ran right into a Lady Bison there. And so Buffalo gets it back. That was an offensive foul, so no one goes to the line for that foul. Cody trying to bring the pressure. Hayes again with a steal. Hayes going to pull up from the charity stripe. That one won't drop. There's Moss who gets the rebound. Moss for 2 is good. Reagan Moss with her first points. Gives Cody a 23-7 advantage with 2:46 left to go. That shot's altered by the Phillies. Here's Hayes. Has a 3-on-3, looking to take it herself. That's good. Grace Hayes already with 15 points. It's 25-7 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Phillies bringing the pressure again in the front court. Davis will have it at the top, left side outside. 2:17 left to play as she checks with Coach to get a play. Here's a 3-point shot that drops. That is courtesy of Aubrey Irish. And that's a 3 for the Lady Bison and cuts the lead down to should be the lead. I'm going to call it a 2, so that's why I'm missing that. Here's a second chance by Hayes. And we're going to get a timeout. So we get a timeout, Cody. We'll find out in just a moment. So they're saying Hayes has 16, which is why I do have the 27-9. It is a timeout by Cody. And they're mixing things up left and right for me. So we'll get that fixed. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. We'll be back right here on the range.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Wyatt Barichka, Alyssa with us on the radio side of things, making sure we stay live. Timeout was taken by Cody, and for some reason my scoreboard is definitely not the same as what the official scoreboard has. Cody apparently has 3 timeouts according to the scoreboard, even though I have Buffalo for 3. We'll get that fixed here in just a moment. Lady Bison basketball. Cody leading 27-9 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Buffalo really trying to get things going as they'll turn it over. They only scored 2 points in the first quarter. Right now, Cody has outscored the Lady Bison 10-8 in the second quarter. Dowich to inbound to Moss. Moss will look to give it off to Talich. The Lady Bison bring the front court pressure. Talich looking for ball. That's going to be taken away. That's deflected, and it ends up in the hands of Simone, who will give it up to Talich and set up the offense. Talich at top, swing it to Simone. Has a wide open 3. Takes her time to get set up, and will hit nothing but net on that shot, making it now 30-9 on your Pinnacle-based scoreboard. Under a minute to play in the first half. Looks inside for Hall. Now we'll pass it off to Davis in the paint. Back out now to Fowler. Fowler will bounce pass it off to Camry Davis, who looks to drive in right side. Shot's no good. Second chance, she'll be fouled is Kirkart, and she will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. They're going to give the foul off to Sydney Simone. She'll pick up her, should be her second personal according to the scoreboard. She has 4 personal fouls. As the first free throw is up and good, and Coach Olenek is checking in and figuring out why Simone has 4 fouls on the scoreboard. 30-10 on your Pinnacle-based scoreboard, make it now 30-11 after a perfect trip from Isabel. Cody leading again 30-11. Ball almost loses it as Lady Bison were putting some pressure on her. Ball inside to Radakovic, back to Talich. It was looking now for balls. We're going to get some substitutions to check in on in just a moment. In the ball game is Danzy for the Phillies. Simone looking for Danzy, can't get it to go, and I apologize, that's Agadal, excuse me. That's it, not Danzy, number 32 for the Phillies. It's a quick 30-second timeout for Cody. They are now down to 3. Is first time for everything. Quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as we give a big thanks to State Farm agent Jen Talich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there in Cody Ace Hardware, your pregame sponsor, your local home, lawn, and gardening store at the Beck Lake Plaza on the top of Grable Hill. 30-11 your score on your Pinnacle-based scoreboard, to be exact. Our Kiel Sanitation halftime report is coming up in just moments. We have 6 seconds left on the clock. Lady Bison have the arrow. They do have the basketball as well. And they will have to go the entire way. Or excuse me, it is Cody basketball. I thought it was Lady Bison on the scoreboard, so we'll get that fixed. So Sydney Simone will inbound it to Hayes. 6 seconds left to go. 5 seconds. Hayes back to Simone. Sets up for the 3. That's good at the buzzer, and that will end the first half of action. Sydney Simone knocks back-to-back threes and will send the Cody Phillies to the halftime with a 33-11 advantage. We're going to step aside for a 2-minute timeout and give you your first half numbers and recap of this one so far. Cody 33, Buffalo 11 on your Pinnacle-based scoreboard. Back in 2 minutes, live on 103.3 The Range and Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages
so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody, Bronx, and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody, Bronx, and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, it is your Keel Sanitation halftime report. We're going to step aside for that 2-minute report, and we'll get you the first half statistics here in this one. Again, it is the Cody Phillies 33. It is Buffalo 11. So we'll send it to the Keel Sanitation halftime report here, and we'll take a 2-minute timeout with that. Back here on 103.3 The Range.
Since 1982. Keel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Keel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Keel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KeelSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, we should also say go Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies, as the Phillies right now running away with this one 33-11 at the halftime intermission. The Cody Phillies have outscored Buffalo in both quarters so far, 17-2 after one, 16-10 would be the second, or excuse me, it'd be 16-9, I apologize, in the second quarter, excuse me. Taking a look at some statistics, we're going to start with Buffalo in this one. As again, Buffalo was led by Camry Davis, who is leading the way with 4 points so far. Anna Mock with 2. You have Isabel Krekar also with 2 points in the game as well. That's all the scoring for Buffalo. They're currently 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3-point range, and they are also 4 of 8 from the free throw line. I forgot to add Aubrey Irish with 3 points in the contest as well. The Cody Phillies, they are getting many opportunities. They're getting second chance points. They're getting second possessions. They're just getting every second chance they can get. 13 of 28 unofficially from the field. 3 of 10 from 3. 4 of 10, though, from the line is what I have them unofficially in the contest so far. For the Phillies, it is led by Grace Hayes, who has 16 points right now in the contest, but You also have Sydney Simone with 11 points. So you got 2 Phillies already in double-digit figures. Simone would get back-to-back threes. She would get the buzzer beater to end the half, and that's why she has 11 in the contest so far. Ellie Talich with 2. Maddie Boudry with 2 points as well. Reagan Moss has a score in the contest as well with a mid-range jumper, and that's all the scoring so far in the contest. Hayes is 5 rebounds already, for a double-double to start off this season. That would be pretty impressive to get the year going. You're seeing the Bronx warm up right now from on the court right now. They will take on the Douglas Bearcats in a top 5 matchup. Again, this Bronx team is ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coach and Media basketball pool, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll talk about that conversation I had with Jay McCartan here in just a little bit. Take a look at some foul trouble. Not really anybody in true foul trouble at the moment except for Buffalo. Aubrey Irish has 3 personal fouls in the contest so far. Cody has either 2 or less. Hayes and Boudry both have 2 fouls for the Cody Phillies, so something just to keep an eye out for as this game progresses into the final 16 minutes of the opener here for the Cody Phillies. Currently leading 33-11 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. This is your Kiel Sanitation halftime report. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, or quick 60-second timeout. We'll tell you some of the games of interest from around the state of Wyoming. This is Cody Phillies basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Life slows you down. Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
If you're looking for custom metal work that will stand the test of time, Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
We continue the Kiel Sanitation halftime report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
Cody Phillies leading Buffalo, the 4th-ranked Lady Bison, on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 33-11. Again, it's a matchup of top 5 teams in the preseason polls, and again, a lot of things will change as time continues, and the Cody Phillies should start defensively to start this second half. I'm trying to check on a lot of factors in this one. The scoreboard is pretty interesting here. It should be Thunder Basin basketball to start not Thunder Basin, Lady Bison basketball, excuse me. I'm just looking at the the logos and everything. Pretty nice gym here at Thunder Basin High School. Buffalo has not exited out of the locker room, and now they just did. And again, they'll start with the basketball. Cody has been out for a minute here, and one of the officials talking with the Cody sideline. And Buffalo doesn't even get a chance to shoot around or nothing. They just have to go into the half. Starting again with the basketball here. And see if Buffalo can get really anything going. No lead changes, no ties so far in the contest. It's the Lady Bison will start with the basketball down by 22, and a lot of that is going to contribute to this Cody defense that they have displayed early on. They've brought a lot of front court pressure. Even when they back off, they are making traps quickly. They've played man-to-man this entire time. Davis at the top will zip it inside there to Finkel. Finkel now to Craghart in the paint. She'll put it up, and we're going to get a late whistle This is going to go against Macy Ball. She'll pick up her second personal. She'll be the third Philly with 2 fouls. Not even 30 seconds in to the third quarter. Grecker at the line will make her first. Cuts the lead down by 1. And this for a perfect trip from the line. All of her points, Grecker, have come from the line in this contest. Second free throw is nothing but nets. Makes it now 33-13. Or 33-12, I apologize. I'll get this right eventually, right? On your Pickle Bank scoreboard, Hayes loses it. 5 for the basketball. Cody will have the arrow, and that will be the case. It's a jump ball called. Cody Phillies will have it on the baseline, so they'll give the arrow back to the Lady Bison. 7:22 left to go. Quarter number 3. Here's the nice inbound pass play. Can't get it to go. 5 for the basketball will end up in the hands of Simone. And give it to Hayes to reset the offense. Hayes to Talich. Talich now going to try to drive into the paint on the left side. Matched up there by Davis. At the top, or excuse me, that was Simone to Talich. Talich spins, pump fakes, makes 1 move. Nice move by Talich for 2. Talich with 4 points in the contest. That was a great move by Talich to get just enough room to get a shot up. Mock to Davis, looks inside now to Finkel. Finkel will lose the basketball. Sofia Radakovic trying to pick it up, and Macy Ball will end up with the basketball. Both these teams have turned over almost evenly as Hayes just throws it up and will get a whistle. We'll get 2 free throws. Nice job by Hayes to recognize you get the opportunity. That's been quite a bit, and this is going to be a common thing as well as the season begins here. Fowler will pick up the foul. Is that, I mean, a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. A lot of these are going to happen early in the season as Hayes is going to look for 17 and 18 on the night. So we'll get the first to drop. She's got 17. It's also 5 rebounds away from a double-double, but these turnovers, a lot of things that both these 2 teams are going to see and take to practice next week. Hayes will get a steal, throws it up, and we'll turn it back over, and the Lady Bison will give it back, and then Buffalo will turn it back over. Radakovic for 2, tries to throw it off the glass, can't do so. Hayes is at the top. She'll launch a 3. That hits the right iron and will be no good. And here's a long pass as Hayes is going to pick up the foul. That might be the safest option. I know, not running into the player, of course, but it's more of trying to avoid a free layup for Buffalo as Davis will get the inbound pass. 6:10 to play here, third quarter. Matched up by Hayes as Cody continues to run man-to-man. Here's Davis, now to Finkel. I heard a whistle, but that was just one of the shoes squeaking. Here's the pass inside for Davis. Gonna be a turnover. Hayes does not touch it. And Cody will get the basketball back again. Cody in their home whites, Buffalo in their road blacks. And it should be 37-13. I apologize for not updating the scoreboard. Here's a pass inside to Simone. Shot is altered by Finkel. And it will be out of bounds, staying with the Phillies. Talich will inbound it. Cody will set up an inbound play. So he sets a screen for Hayes. Thought about a 3. He's going to try to look inside for Radakovic. Now we'll give it up. Back to Hayes. South about a 3. Driving to the paint. Back out Simone. Step side for, sidesteps for 3, excuse me. And the 3-point shot will be no good. Back to the Lady Bison. They're going to push the pace. Davis driving to the paint. Floater shot. She'll be fouled on the shot. And 2 free throws are on the way for Buffalo. They're going to give the foul to Sydney Simone. She has now 3. And your 2 league scorers have the foul trouble. Simone has picked up her 2nd. Hayes has picked up her 3rd. First free throw is up and good for Buffalo. At the line is Camry Davis. Final free throw to make this 37-15. That's the case. We'll get a whistle and substitution. We're going to see Boudry, Moss, and Agudal in the contest for the Cody Phillies. Cody is a little bit into their bench. We haven't seen the full bench yet. Hayes to Agudal, down to Boudry. Has a three if she elected to take it. Didn't set up for one. Dalich on the far side outside. We'll try to drive in right side. We'll try to cut the defense, and she'll be fouled and go to the line again. Pretty much guaranteed a trip to the line if you've been driving in quite a bit. So far in this contest, that's kind of been the pattern we've seen. It's gotten for both teams, so it's not just been one team, it's been both. Dalich is at the line. She is 2 of 4 today from the free throw line, and probably need to quit saying that as she'll miss the first one. Sometimes that broadcast jinx will come into play. Final free throw for Dalich is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Buffalo. And here's a long throw that's going to be saved, and Hayes will come up with it. And we'll bring it up for the Phillies. Moss has a lane. She'll take advantage. Can't get it to go. Agudal with the rebound. Looking for Hayes, and we're going to get a kick violation on Buffalo. And it goes back to Cody. 4:41 left to go. 37-15 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Dalich to inbound it to Hayes. Bounce pass inside to Agudal. 4-2. It takes a bounce off the inside of the left iron and back out. And Buffalo has it back. Almost lost it was Davis, and then you're going to get a whistle on Cody. Dalich will pick up her, should be second. It is the case, second foul on Dalich. Inbound to Davis at the top. Matched up by Hayes again. Cody is stuck with their man-to-man defense so far throughout the entirety of this game. I haven't seen a change in the defense. And that's going to be a kick violation on Moss. Moss, one of those better defenders that we've seen. And I mean, this whole team has played fantastic defense, and you're seeing it right now with Dalich. Hayes almost went for the steal, trying to avoid picking up her fourth, and Moss, who got the kicking violation, will pick up the foul. And that will put Buffalo in the bonus after the foul, and putting up at the line is Carly Davis. Carly Davis on the season, she shoots, or last season shot 78% from the line. She is a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Back to the Phillies. 4 minutes to go. We approach the halfway point of the third quarter. Moss to Hayes. Hayes is going to give it all the way to Boudry on the near side. Back to Hayes as Cody's got 4 on the outside part of the arc. Now they'll get offense set up. Hayes drives in, back out to Moss. Launches the 3 from the far side. Can't get it to go. Agudal trying to save it, and she can't do so. And out of bounds back to Buffalo with 3:39 left to go. Also, this is the final season as well with no shot clock, as that will be, I believe, implemented next season or the season after. If I'm not mistaken, as Cody did approve that. Davis for 3 is off the mark. It's rebounded by Hayes. And they'll quickly push the pace and be a turnover by the Phillies. .324 left to go. Coach Wagner is had a quick discussion with the official. Is watching his team right now up 37-17 over the Lady Bison from Buffalo. Davis will give it up down to Camry Davis, who looks to drive in. She'll be getting some contact to go to the line again for some free throws. And Cody has racked up the fouls in this one so far. Moss just picked up her second personal. And it's going to be back to the bonus here for Buffalo. First free throw is off the mark for Davis. And that's how Buffalo's gotten all their points in this third quarter, is because of the freebies. Second free throw, nothing but nets. Makes it now 37-18 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Buffalo brings the pressure. There's a turnover by Cody. Back to Lady Bison. 2:55 left to go, under 3 to play. Davis at the tap, matched up by Masso, swinging it out to Camry Davis. Blocked now, guarded heavily by Boudry, as Buffalo's just swinging it around, and Masso will just pick up her third personal foul just like that, and we're gonna get a new 5 in for the Phillies. Ball, Radakovich. We're gonna see Morager, Simone, and also in the game is Aubrey George. That's the first time we're seeing her in this game. As the free throw is no good there by Davis. Get one more. Final free throw here. That one's going to hit off the iron. It's rebounded by Radakovich. George will bring it over the bolts. That's what Thunder Basin is called. The midcourt logo to be exact. Morager will find Simone. Simone's going to back up. Matched up there by Hall. Get it off to Morager. Morager to Ball. Ball's going to take a three, and that was going to be good if she didn't get called for the travel. Ooh, a nice three-point shot, though. Just took that extra step, and back to Buffalo it goes. 2:12 left to go in quarter number 3 here live on 103.3 The Range. Callie Cody. Also online video-wise at myheartmountainradio.com. Inside to Hampshire. And another foul committed by this Cody Phillies team. And Coach mentioned, you know, look for those ticky-tack things to work on. The fouling is going to be something that might be discussed. This is an 18th foul, as the first free throw is no good. We'll get one more free throw here from her, Hampshire. That one's no good, and still fighting for the basketball is Buffalo. They're bringing their full court pressure again. Morager almost travels, then will take that extra step, and Cody has just gotten their 21st turnover of the contest. .140 to go here in quarter number 3. Hall tries to drive it in. It's taken away. Ball is on the floor, and Simone is going to bring it up, and then she'll be fouled by Fowler. Fowler will pick up the personal foul. 1:33 left to go. George almost went over the midcourt stripe. Morager will try to give it off to somebody. Buffalo creates the trap. Ball is loose. It's picked up by Hall on the steal. And Buffalo back with it. Hall was the intended receiver of the basketball, and it's knocked out of bounds. It stays with Buffalo. Fowler will inbound. Inbound will go to Hampshire. If she gets it, that's no good. It's rebounded by Radakovich. Rager brings it up for the Phillies. Simone at the charity stripe, makes one move. Shot's no good, and be out of bounds. Back to Buffalo. 54.6 left to go as we are going to have a Breadboard Step Shot post-game show after the conclusion of this one, and then we get immediately into the build-up to tip-off boys pregame show. Have that call in just moments as Fowler with a nice move on the post will get the score to go, and Buffalo continues to bring the pressure. 30 seconds left to go, quarter number 3. Ball will give it off to that is Simone, who will give it back from George. He's just swinging it around. Morager back to Ball. Ball's going to drive into the paint. Back out to Simone. Simone drives into the lane and have her shot altered out of bounds. And it should stay with Cody. Cody was making their way back, and there was no way that was going to be Buffalo basketball after that. Back to the Phillies. Simone to George. George thought about a 3 now, will drive in. Shot's no good. Radakovic is going to be fouled after the rebound. She tried to put it back up, and she'll get some opportunities from the line for the Phillies. Unofficially 24 rebounds in the contest so far. So like I said, they're getting second chances, and right now it's paid off, but this lead is kind of slowly dwindled down as Radakovic's first free throw will roll out. And we'll get one more free throw. The Phillies are 6 of 15 from the line. Buffalo 11 of 20. Radakovic looking for her first point of the season. That will be the point in the shot that will drop. There's 3 seconds left are on the clock. Fowler at the buzzer, can't get it to go, and that is how the third quarter is going to end. And the Cody Phillies enter the fourth quarter of action, leading 38-21. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on 103.3, the Range and Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
The fourth quarter is here. Start now.
Cody Phillies leading this one 38-21 after Buffalo has outscored the Phillies 9-5 in that third quarter. In the final 8 minutes of the opener here for the Cody Phillies is underway here. It is the starters to get this one going in the fourth quarter. Ball is going to drive in. Here's the kick out to Simone. Thought about a 3, now drives into the paint. Back out to Hayes. Hayes at the top. Matched up by Davis. Loses it for a moment. We're going to get a quick foul on Buffalo. Kreger with the foul. That is her second. Excuse me, they just gave that to Fowler. Excuse me, I apologize. Cody gets the inbound. Hayes at the top. Hayes 2 points away from 20. As soon as I say that, lays it up and in. And Hayes with 20 points in the contest is 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Something to watch out for in this opener. Davis will give it up top now to Carly Davis. Bounce passes inside. We're going to get a foul on the floor. We'll stay with Buffalo. Foul goes against Cindy Simone, so she just picked up her 4th personal. And that's going to be something. She has 11 points in the contest. And now the official is going to check the scores table. Because at one point in the first half, it said Cindy had 4 personal fouls, even though she just had 2. Inbound pass shot is no good. Rebounded by Hayes. Hayes is going to quickly take it all the way herself. That shot's good. And Hayes with 22 in the ball game. Cody is up 42-21 in the contest. Here's a drive in by Mox. Mox shot's no good. Hayes secures another rebound. Hayes trying to take it against Davis. Cat one can't get to go, and Davis will come up with it after the missed shot. Buffalo had a 2-on-1 for a moment, but does get to go in courtesy of Anna Mock. 42-23 here. Ball on the baseline. Back to Radakovic. Radakovic had a lane if she elected to take it. Spin, shot, put up, bounces a couple of times, and will drop in for Sofia Radakovic. Cody now has scored more than what they did in the third quarter. Has scored 6. Davis, Euro step in. That's good. Scoring, picking up just a little bit in this fourth quarter quickly. Hayes, left side, will pull it up for a mid-range jumper, and we're going to get a jump ball that will favor Buffalo. So that's also something to maybe look out for as this game continues. Get the timeouts changed because that has never been changed. We're going to get a timeout by Buffalo as soon as I fix that. Timeout taken by Buffalo, 5:43 left to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take a minute timeout as well. Cody, 44, Buffalo, 25, back in 60 seconds on the range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Ride On.
Back here on 103.3 The Range and Mountain Broadcasting Station. 5:43 left to go. Cody leading this one 44-25 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Final quarter here in the Cody's opening game at the early bird invite. Talich will throw it, trying to save it or hit a Buffalo Lady Bison. And Buffalo ends up with it all the way. Davis pulling up for 3 after a quick pass. So will bounce off the top of the backboard. And shot will give it back to Cody. Buffalo has stayed with their pressure. Hayes loses it. And Talich was trying to pick it up. And we're going to get a foul called first. And we're going to time out here as we have an injured Lady Bison on the floor. Krekar gets called for the foul after Talich was looking to secure the rebound. As the gym is pretty quiet at the moment. 5:15 left to go, fourth quarter action. So we're waiting for, see if this is going to be a little bit longer or a shorter timeout here. Not sure who the injured player was, and I believe it's, taking a look at the 5 on the floor. Yeah, that is Krekar, who was just called for the foul there. Will be helped up and will make her way off the court, and we'll get a new substitution for Buffalo. And Cracker is going to just take her time to make her way off the court. And you will hope that she is all right. Now you're going to give a 5th Lady Bison on the floor, and they're going to get Fowler back into this contest. Phillies will disperse from their team huddle. 5:15 left to go, fourth quarter action. Cody with a 44-25 advantage. And Buffalo's going to back off their full court pressure here. Phillies back with the basketball. Still the same 5 except for Boudry is in for Simone. There's a pass inside for Hayes on the cut. Can't get it to go as it falls off the left side or right side of the iron. Here's Davis quickly picking up the pace. She'll spin, lose the basketball as it was poked out of there by Radakovic. Boudry comes up with it and will bring it down the court. At the top, Buffalo, we'll see what they run. It looks like they're running zone. Is that the case? Here's a kick out to Hayes. Hayes mid-range. Looked like there was some contact, and then we're going to get a late whistle after the shot. Going to get mocked for the foul, and that'll be her second. I apologize, it's her third. And Hayes is at the line. As the foul did occur on the shot. First one is good. Hayes is also 2 rebounds away from that double-double. Currently 23 points and 8 rebounds. Looking for that perfect trip will not be the case. Out of bounds for Cody. Will give the basketball back to Buffalo. Cody does have the arrow. If Buffalo does climb their way back into this one. Almost taken away now. It's taken away. Hayes with the pass to Talich. Talich will take it all the way herself. Will lay it up and in. A nice job by Hayes to give it to Talich when she was able to see it. It's those points that help Cody so much. And their defense has just been phenomenal in this game. Maybe that's the stand. That's maybe the best part I've seen so far. I mean, they played a really good game as that shot there by Finkel is good. Finkney, I guess, is the name. I apologize, according to the BA announcer. There's good parts, but if there's something that really has stood out to me in this one, is Radakovic is going to try to rip it away before the jump ball is called, which is the case. There's Cody basketball, and everybody's backing up, but the defense has maybe been the biggest part, especially their full court, and even when they have their man-to-man inbound pass. Hayes will give it off to Ball from Radakovic. Radakovic with the putback and a chance for a three-point play. Bucket counts. They're going to give the foul to Camry Davis, which will be her third personal. Yeah, Radakovic will wait for the free throw here. There was a substitution late. Radakovic for the three-point play is no good. His second chance, still fighting for the basketball. Buffalo is going to get the jump ball. Is in the ball game for the Phillies is Haley Danzy. for the Phillies. First time we're seeing her in this one. 3:14 left to go here in this one. The Phillies are on their way to a 1-0 start and a early top 5 victory here as Buffalo's going to turn it over. Hayes is going to try to push the pace. Gives it off to Talich for 2. It's good. Talich with 4 points in the quarter. She has got 8 in this contest. She can be the third Philly with double-digit points tonight as Davis' shot no good, rebounded by Talich. Talich is going to send it to Boudry, who will have that scene be turned over, and then Buffalo will turn it right back over. Evelyn Agudal is back in for the Phillies. Moss is back in for Cody as well. She'll come in for Talich. We're also going to see Morager check back in. He's coming for Grace Hayes, and we'll see this one wrap up here. We'll have our Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. We're going to go right into things, as I believe we're going to get maybe a 10-minute warm-up for the boys. So we want to quickly wrap up this one and then get right into the boys' pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Morager will swing it to Moss. Moss on the far side, back to Morager at top. Swings it to Boudry, and we're going to get a whistle. And they stopped the game for it. They did stop the game for an injury. And hopefully she is okay as well. Gabriella Hall is going to make sure she is all right. It looked like an ankle at the start. That's what the official indicated. Cody with the basketball. 2 minutes approaching left in this one. Nancy back to Moss as Cody has a new 5 in. Also in is Callie Merritt for Cody. So Cody has the benches in. And Buffalo is following suit as well as Cody's going to turn it over there. Final 1:37 here at Thunder Basin High School. And don't go anywhere as the boys game is next. Turnover by Buffalo on the travel. So we'll have the boys game after this one. They're going to take on the Douglas Bearcats. Again, Cody, boys ranked number 1. These Cody Phillies ranked number 2. Again, Cody will have an interesting week next week after the conclusion of this early invite. Final 75 seconds in this one. Moss, give it to Morager. Morager going to launch a 3. It's going to hit the iron on the left side. And it goes back to Buffalo. Final 60 seconds here is Cody's going to get an early 1-0 or a 1-0 record to start this one. Tomorrow they're going to take on Pine Ridge. And hopefully I say this name correctly. They're called the Thropes. We'll tell you how that's the case tomorrow and how that is their name. Pine Ridge, the opponent tomorrow, as Danzy's launches a 3. It's going to be no good. So we press the final 40 seconds. Both teams still playing hard. You like to see that. They'll play to the final whistle, especially when you get these kind of opportunities to get some minutes on the varsity side. JV team also going to get some opportunities for some games at this invite as well. Here's a drive-in pump fake shot, and that's going to be no good, but Hampshire is going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws with 20 seconds left to go. I think this is going to wrap things up here from Thunder Basin here. Cody's going to play their final 2 games at Campbell County High School. The first free throw was no good. They are going to play, I believe, 11:30 and 1 tomorrow as the final free throw is good. And we'll see if Cody just elects to hold on to it. Danzy with 5 seconds left to go. Cody's just going to hold on to it to just let the clock run out. And Danzy thought about shooting it and then was looking to pass it off. That's going to do it for this one. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We're going to start getting this game ready for the boys. So let's take a quick 60 and then get into a quick post-game show as we're already behind in the schedule. So we'll step aside, quick 60-second timeout. We're back after this right here on 103.3 The Range.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her when you want the real deal, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Bronx and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just condition, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
If you're looking for custom metal work that will stand the test of time, Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
It is your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show, and the Cody Phillies with a 51-28 advantage. And taking a look at the second half, the Cody Phillies did outscore the Lady Bison 18-17 in the contest right now. Yeah, we'll get some scores and everything put up as well on our Facebook page. Final numbers, it is Grace Hayes with 23 points in the contest. She is our State Farm agent Jen Talich player of the game. Again, presented by State Farm agent Jen Talich. You also had Cindy Simone with 11 points. Ellie Talich would finish with 8. Radakovich with 5 and 9 rebounds. And Reagan Moss would score 2 points in the contest as well. And with that, just so I can get the full interview with head coach Jay McCartan, it is time now for your boys game here, and it's the Cody Bronx taking on the Douglas Bearcats in another top 5 matchup in the boys contest. I want to make sure we get this full interview, so we're going to play that first, and then we'll talk more about this contest. So with that, let's send it now to Jay McCartan with the pregame interview.
It's time for the pregame interview. Let's send it to Wyatt Barichka, standing by with head coach Jay McCartan.
It's head coach Jay McCartan of the Cody Bronx basketball team. And coach, first couple of weeks of the season, how have things been going?
Well, we've had some really good things happen, and I think the kids are working extremely hard. The effort level that they're putting out is pretty good. We got a long way to go. We've had some injuries. We've had some things happen, and actually even before the season started. So we got guys in different spots, and guys are learning new things, and it's been interesting. But I appreciate the effort the kids are putting forth, and we are seeing improvement. But we got a ways to go.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, again, 2 weeks into the season, you guys haven't played anybody else. You still trying to get under your feet in a sense with this team. But what are some things you have emphasized with this team the first couple of weeks of the year?
Well, one of the things heading, from football season into basketball season, the conditioning is different, and the fact that our guys are beat up. So it's a little bit, it's one of those conundrums that we've had to face for the last, half a decade, which is a good thing. Something I appreciate, like our football program's really killing it right now, and our kids have played in 5 straight state championship games, and that's an extra. I mean, if you think about our senior class, they've played in 12 more weeks of football than most teams in the state have, and with that comes that injury risk, or not even necessarily the injury bug, but that's kind of beat us up. But it's more the bumps and bruises over a long 11-week season. And so, we've had to taper back the conditioning that we would typically do, simply because guys are hurt, or, they're hurt. So, with that, it's been a challenge to get into the conditioning that we need to be in for this first weekend. Now, that being said, I have no doubt in my mind that the kids we have are going to play their hearts out every second they're on the floor, but I think the conditioning will shine through at the end, and we're gonna be behind the 8 ball a little bit with that, and that's to be expected with the scenario we're in.
How do you kind of approach that? Because some schools do get to benefit. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but benefit in a way that the football season kind of gets done early. They get a little bit more open gym opportunities. As a coach, how do you kind of maneuver through that part?
That's a challenge. And several years ago, I mean, it's been that way for a while, but several years ago, I've been doing this since 93. So, you want to win every game, but over the course of time, and as I've gotten older and seen the kids develop and grow, and you understand that you want to win every game, but the reality is you want to be playing your best basketball the last 6 weeks of the season. So that's been a mind shift for me. Not that we're not going to push them, not that we don't want to win, but it's like, okay, are we making small steps, win or lose? Are we making small steps towards the ultimate goal, which is playing our best basketball at the end of the season? And I think for the last several years we've been able to do that, and that's just going to be a repeat for us moving forward, because that's just what we need to do. And I think 2 years ago we ended up third at the state at the 4A level. Last year we didn't quite make it, lost by 3 in the loser out game. So there's been progress, and I think we were playing our best basketball the last month of the season, and that's the goal again this year.
Yeah, let's kind of move into this weekend, Coach. Again, you don't get to really game plan for these teams just because there's no film. You might know what they run, but in a sense of it this year, there's no film. Just kind of talk about the schedule that you guys got, because you guys are going to play a tough Douglas team who's always been competitive in 3A, and a couple of other teams. Just when you first looked at that schedule, kind of what was the thoughts going through?
I don't know anything about any of those teams. I mean, we've been in the 4A for a while. I know Douglas is really good and has been good for a lot of years. I know nothing about the team from South Dakota. And Torrington has had good teams in the past as well, and they have good athletes right now. I mean, they were 2A state champions in football 2 years ago, and this year they came up and played us in the first round, second round of the playoffs, first round. So they've got some athletes. So, I don't really know who the kids are. I don't know what they do. The reality for us is we're concerned about what we do. Are we doing what we expect to do, and are we improving on the things we have control over? And what we have control over is ourselves and the things that we're trying to get in.
You kind of answered a little bit of my next question, but I'll ask you to kind of go a little bit more in depth. How are you going to go through this weekend? What are some things you're going to be looking out for, some things you want to work with your team?
Well, again, it boils down to effort. That's the first thing. Second thing is execution. Are we able to execute the things that we have in? We don't have a ton of stuff in. We've only, everybody's in the same boat. So are we able to execute the things that we have in? We have some injuries that have, this week actually, that have caused some shifts in players in spots. And that puts a wrinkle in things like you have a guy that runs the 5, all of a sudden he's out. Now I've got to move a 3 to the 4, the 4 to the 5, and do we know enough about every position to make that shift seamlessly? And the answer is no. But the reality is that's the expectation. And, I expect the kids to be thinking a little bit about basketball outside of the hour and 45 minutes we practice every day, and continue to get better. So yeah, execution's huge for me, and we're going to screw that up. That's something that I know, and it's going to frustrate me. But you know what? It is what it is, and we're going to move on. And the reality is we talk about hustle plays. And you can make up for a lot of mistakes and errors by hustling, and that's going to be the emphasis for us this week.
It's the first week in jitters, Coach. So X Factor difference maker, Coach, you're going to get this question every single pregame interview we do. What's going to be the X Factor this year for this Cody Bronx basketball squad?
For this team in particular, we have good size. That's always a factor when you play the game of basketball. I think we have the opportunity and the ability to defend the ball, force tough shots, and then rebound it pretty well. We have to be in position to do that. So there's been a lot of focus on the details defensively in position, forcing shots over the top, and then rebounding. And then we want to take that, that defensive effort and transition into offense really quickly, look for cheap and easy buckets against a defense that may not be set. And if we don't have that, then again, pull it out. Look at the details and find points of our offense, making sure we're taking advantage of the guys that we have. We have Maddox inside. Maddox can score the basketball. We got shooters on the perimeter. So hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of the things we have in our midst. So, again, it boils down to making shots. There's times last year where we shot the 3-ball really well, and those are games we won. There were times where we shot it really poorly, and those are games we lost. And that's kind of the nature of this game. It's layups and three-pointers, so that's a focus of ours as well.
Perfect, Coach. Is there anything I left out? Anything you want to add?
No, I think I'm excited for the season, and there's going to be ups and downs, bumps and bruises along the way, but, I think we're ready. Our kids are ready to go play somebody else rather than beat on themselves in practice. So, yeah, it's exciting, and let's go Bronx.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Big thanks to head coach Jay McCartney for his time talking with us before today's game. And again, Bronx are going to see some returners as well, and we're already at the end of this pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware, so big thanks to Cody Ace Hardware. The Bronx are getting a player back from a season ago, Grady McCartan, returning after an injury last year did not let him play, but the Bronx are also now without another player in Joe Arizmendi. He is not able to go, and again, praying for him and us in a quick recovery, and hopefully, again, we can see him later down the road. The Cody Bronx are led by head coach Jay McCartan. These two teams are going to go at it. Douglas, always a pretty good 3A squad. They've been pretty competitive. It's just the postseason that's really got them. The Bearcats last season were 23-4. Chase Plumday is the head coach of the Bearcats. They've been a pretty good team. 67 points they scored, just surrendering 39 points per game. They have for Cody, 49 points surrendered, just 47 points scored per game. And just like that, we're already about to get this one going. And again, these interviews are sometimes a little bit longer, but I want to make sure I get you guys the full interviews. And it's a little bit harder with the boys' games because they're right after. You get like maybe 10 minutes if you're lucky to lucky to get 10 minutes to talk about these games. But again, like I said in the girls' game, it's something that, you're not really going to know much about this until later down the road, and not know much right now because you guys haven't played a game yet, and you got to get that game going and just kind of get under your feet for this season. Again, we'll see what Cody does here, and they haven't worked on a lot. Cody girls pressured a lot in the game early. We could see that with this one as well, but we don't really know until things get underway. But again, it's a new season, new things can happen. That's the way we got to approach it with this boys contest as well. Let's take a look at the Douglas Bearcat lineup, and again, same scenario. I did reach out to Douglas. I was not able to hear back, and so we're going to kind of go with this lineup for the Bearcats. Number 5, it is Denton Brown. He's followed by number 34, Cash Tillard. Number 10, it is Colton Peterson. And trying to get the other number, I believe 32 is Donnie Taylor. And finally, number 15 is Colin Roberts. Those are the 5 for the Bearcats in their road blues today. For the Bronx, it's led by the lineup. It's number 0, the senior Maddox Ball, followed by the junior number 1, Nathaniel Pryor. It is number 3, Jackson Hazel. Number 4, Trevor Spomer. And Grady McCartan will round up the starting 5 for this Cody Bronx team. Bronx in their home whites. Blue numbers, blue letters with the blue and gold stripe. Bearcats in their away blues. Trimmed in red, white numbers, white letters as well. Getting the starting lineup had to change because of the injuries that Cody has seen early in their season. Maddox Ball is going to be in the center circle with Colton Peterson And we are going to get the boys' season underway now as it is going to be controlled by the Bronx and Grady McCartan. Quick pass to Jackson Hazel is good, and the Bronx take a quick 2-0 lead. And again, you might get a similar start where these two teams will go very quickly here. And we're going to get a foul count the bucket, and Douglas is going to go to the line courtesy of Colton Peterson. First foul is going to go on Nathaniel Pryor. He'll be his first personal, first team foul as well, and Douglas will take an opportunity to take the lead here. If the free throw is good, bounces off the iron, and Ball will secure the rebound for the Bronx. Hazel the ball at the top. He'll give it off to Smomer, back to Ball. Ball is going to take the three. That's good for Maddox Ball. A rebound and a three-pointer. The Bronx take a 5-2 lead over the Bearcats. Here's a offensive call against the Bearcats. You're going to get Denton Brown on the push, charge, however you call it. The official didn't even say the charge call, so either way, it's an offensive foul and a quick 40 seconds into this contest. Cody takes a 5-2 advantage over the Bearcats. McCartan will look inside for Ball on the spin move. Can't get that shot to go, and the Bearcats pushing the pace. And both these two teams going very quickly here. Here's a shot that's no good. It's rebounded by Spalmer. It was Roberts who had the shot. It's Spalmer to be exact. I apologize for the mispronunciation. Underneath for Nathaniel Pryor. That can't go. Ball with the putback. He's good. Again, can Cody just keep pace? That's the name of the game right now. Both these two teams are really fast to start. Roberts drives in, spin. Will kind of go backwards on the shot. Can't get it to go. And Hazel with the rebound. Hazel going all the way with it. He'll have it drop. And Hazel with a quick 4 points. And Douglas will turn it over. That is a quick start to this contest. 9-2 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, big thanks to Cody Ace Hardware for your build-up to tip-off pregame show. Also, Breadboard for their post-game report. And again, we apologize. It was a quick post-game report. Max Ball with the shots. Can't get it to go. He'll be fouled and go to the line and shoot a pair. So foul is going to go against Peterson. That'll be his first personal. Ball at the line to shoot a pair. He can't get the first one to drop, and free throws were something this team worked on early in the season, and it's because these freebies are going to matter as time goes. Empty trip for the Bronx at the line. Here's a quick drive by Brown. Brown's shot can't go. Spalmer's the last one to touch it, and Douglas will get a second crack at it with 5:40 left to go. Sorry, trying to catch up with everything. When everybody goes so fast. That was kind of the start that I felt with the girls' game. They just went really quickly, trying to catch up. Brown at the top, matched up by Pryor. He's going to try to do a crossover move at the free throw line. Almost picked up that back foot, but is able to save it. Roberts on the pump fake, tries to drive in. And looking for the travel, can't do it. Here's a three-point shot. That's no good. Roberts with a second chance for the Bearcats. Goes baseline, bounce pass, nice dish inside. The shot can't go, and here comes Hazel with the rebound, and he's going to slow it down, get this offense set for the Bronx. McCartan to Ball. Ball's going to launch a three. That one won't drop. Douglas almost has that go out of bounds. However, they're able to save the possession. 4:50 left to go here in quarter number one. Roberts for three. It's in. Colin Roberts with his first score. Makes it now 9-5. Hazel to McCartan. McCartan's going to try to answer with a three. He's able to do so. Those are going to be also important too, the response. If Douglas goes on a little run, does Cody respond? Here's a shot there from Peterson. That's no good. Here comes the Bronx again. That's going to be a turnover. First turnover by the Bronx in this one. Halfway through the first. No real stoppage yet as that three attempt there by Taylor is off the mark. And we're going to see some substitutions. We're going to see Trent Bauer, Parker Hine, and Joshua Sowers in the ball game. First time we're seeing them. Sowers and Bauer juniors. Hine is a sophomore for this Bronx squad. He's in his first appearance here. Hazel will drive in, couldn't get it to go. Sowers with a second chance and can't get it to drop. Bearcats will push the pace again. Here's a kick out to Roberts. Roberts will step aside to three, can't get it to go. There's a second chance for the Bearcats, and there's a charge call against the Bearcats. That's going to go against Roberts. That'll be his first personal, and Cody will keep their 12-5 advantage. With 3:27 left to go. Spomer comes out and try to check if there were substitutions. There was not. McCartan for three, in and out, no good. Good shots, just didn't fall, and saw that with the scrimmage with McCartan when things weren't going. He was still trying to get it to go, but he was looking for some good shots. There were some good things from the scrimmage for both the Phillies and the Bronx, as that shot's no good, and McCartan tries to pick it up, tries to save it, and we got to fight for the basketball. Douglas will end up with it. Here's a three-point shot there attempted by Moore. Can't get it to go, and then Douglas will see that turnover. Brown was looking for a pass, and it just slipped out of his hands. Cody's going to slow it down, and I was wondering what one of these teams was going to elect to slow it down, get some offense going. Allard to McCartan, thought about a three. He'll drive in, go a little bit behind the charity stripe. Bauer was looking for the save, and it'll go out of bounds off the shots. Well, very quickly here is ball is back into the ball game for Cody. As Hazel's going to get some rest on the bench as he played the entirety of the first quarter up to this point. Roberts spin, he'll fade away off the shot. That's no good. Give Bauer the rebound on that one. Inside to Sowers. Sowers, long pass from McCarty. He's able to secure it. Back to ball. Here's a three-point shot that hits the iron and no good. And back to the Bearcats. And here's a shot for Meeks. Brown, second chance. That's no good. Here's a third opportunity for the Bearcats. Approaching the 92nd mark of the first quarter as Roberts finally gets one to drop. He does have a couple of threes made, and it's now 12-8. Bronx. First quarter action here, approaching the final 80 seconds. Ball's going to look for Sowers inside. Sowers backs up, matched up there by Cap. He'll put it in, and good is Joshua Sowers. Sowers with his first points of the season. Makes it now 14-8. Cody. 60 seconds left in the first quarter. Roberts almost has that taken away by Bauer. Here's a drive, and now we got to fight for the loose ball as Hines trying to create the jump ball. That's the case. We'll have an arrow. That's going to go for Douglas. Pryor and Hazel check back in. Sowers is going to make his way out. Cody had 6 on the floor. I was thinking we were going to have a 6-on-6 for a moment as both teams had 6 on the court. Douglas actually had 7. Inbound for the Bearcats as it will go to Peterson. Peterson will give it off now to Tillard. Up top to Taylor. Here's a little floater shot that drops. That is Spence for the score. Final 38 seconds approach in quarter number 1. Hazel spins inside for 2. Count it. I gave it to the wrong team, so I apologize. Let's make sure Cody has the right points. 16-10 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Final 16 seconds. First quarter action. Taylor makes his way around the arc. Offensive foul, and Cody has a chance to put some points up before the end of the first. You're going to give the foul on Peterson. That will be his second. Cody basketball as Douglas has one man. Ring pressure is Pryor is the only one back there for the Bronx. Hazel to Pryor. Pryor's going to bring it up. 7 seconds left to go. Past the midcourt stripe. Pryor, far side, now makes his way over. He's looking for McCartan. McCartan, no time is on the clock. And Hazel, they're going to not count the bucket as the shot came late. And that will be the end of the first. The Bronx have a 16-10 advantage. Second quarter action on the way. We'll take a 60-second timeout back after this on 103.3 The Range and MyHeartMountainRadio.com.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Back here on 103.3. Back here on 103.3 The Range as you can set for the second quarter here. Give a big thanks to Canyon Therapy for any of your physical or occupational needs. Check out Canyon Therapy today. 16-10 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard to start the second quarter here. Cody is led right now by Max Ball, who has 5 points in the contest, as the Bronx will start with the basketball in quarter number 2. Both these two teams back in action tomorrow, where they will take on Pine Ridge. Ball's going to try to drive in to start the second. Can't get it to go. And it goes back to the Bearcats. Roberts back in, has 6 leading the Bearcats. Here's a drive in to Brown. Here's a kick out. We're going to get a foul on the floor. We're going to give the foul to Pryor. That'll be his second personal. And Trevor Spomer and Trent Bauer have checked into the ballgame for Cody. Roberts with the inbound. He's going to pull it up for 3. That's going to be no good. Fight for the basketball ends up in the hands of McCartan. Spalmer in the paint, makes a couple of moves. That's good. He's able to get it to drop. And Cody up by 8. A lot of movement there, but was able to create enough separation to get the shot up. Roberts spins. Here's a shot. Can't get it to go. Second chance. Rolls off. And a foul on the play, and it was on the shot too, as Max Ball will pick up the foul. That was a late whistle as well. And we're seeing that from the officials for both parties, not just one, but you notice that early in the season as well. First free throw by Roberts is good. He has 7 of the 9 points, or 7 of the 11, excuse me, in the contest so far. Other free throw was no good. Ball at the arc, thought about a three. Keeps deciding, now he'll drive in. Can't get the shot to go as it's altered there by Brown. Brown going to try to take it all the way, almost loses it. Here's a three from Taylor, that drops. Taylor with his first score, and it cuts the lead down to 4. Hazel past the midcourt stripe. At the top, matched up by Roberts. Inside pass to Ball for the shot. He is going to be fouled and get some opportunities at the line as the foul is going to be going against Cash Tillard. Ball at the line again. He did go 0-2 in his first trip. And we'll look to change those fortunes here on this next trip. 6:21 left to go, second quarter action. Ball's first free throw is good. Get one more free throw here from Maddox. One of the Super 25 selections from this past season, as he gets both to drop, makes it back to a 6-point game. Him and Chase Hatch, who we will not see, at least in this tournament, is the other selection, Super 25, as that one's going to drop there for Brown. So Ball and Hatch were one of the two of the Super 25 selections this past season for the Bronx. As Hazel passed the timeline, matched up by Roberts as Douglas is running man-to-man defense. McCartan will swing it to Bauer. Bauer now looks inside. The ball has the advantage inside. Will take the advantage and score. Ball with 9 in the contest. Brown at the top, matched up by Bauer is Cody. Also is running man-to-man. Bauer with the spin, pull up for 2 is good. Yeah, we're seeing some more points here in this second quarter. Right now, the first quarter saw 26 points scored. Right now, they're at 14. Douglas has outscored the Bronx has outscored the Bronx 8-6 as McCartan drives in. Floater from the paint. It will bounce once and then drop. Making it now 24-16. Back to an 8-point advantage for the Bronx. Roberts 3. That's off the mark. Spomer couldn't corral the rebound. Roberts pump fake. Here's a pass given up for 3. That is good. That is Karsten Moore, who will get this 3 to go, and we'll take a timeout. It's a 60-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:37 left to play. It is Cody 24, Douglas 21. We'll step aside. Be back after this on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Ride-On.
Back here on 103.3 The Range. Maddox Ball just missed a 3 as it's a 3-point game for the Bronx. 24-21 on your Pinnacle-based scoreboard. And Roberts just ties the game up just like that, as all of his points besides one have come from beyond the arc. We are tied here in Gillette. Ball to McCartan. Deep 3 to answer. That's going to hit the back iron. And Douglas now has was a 2-on-2, and now Brown spin. Here's a give up now to Peterson. We're going to get a whistle, and it's going to go for the Bronx. No foul called. That was my first indication. I was thinking of something. Approaching the 3:30 mark left in the second quarter, and we are tied here again from Gillette. Thunder Basin High School at Thunder Basin Gymnasium. Pryor will drive in the paint, kick back out to Hazel for three. Takes his time, sets it up, and drills it. Hazel with 9. Bronx back up by 3. We'll have to maybe start looking at Roberts as the main scorer. Him and Brown have been the two that have given some answers for the Bearcats. Here's Brown right there. Tries to drive in, switches hands, and will get it to go. And Brown has 6. 1 point game for the Bronx. Hyde on the near side, back to ball at the top. We'll swing it to McCartan on the left side as Bronx go from right to left. Douglas right, left to right. Hazel far side. He's going to pull it up for 3. It's going to hit the side of the window. Hyde will travel with it, and it's going to be a turnover for the Bronx. Turnover is a little bit slower than the start of the girls' game. We will hope to talk with head coach Chris Wagner at halftime on our Kiel Sanitation halftime report, which will air and be on right as the second quarter comes to a conclusion. Brown will take his time. Now we'll cross the timeline over the logo as his team down by 1. Inside pass now to Peterson, and it's going to be taken away by Bauer, and Bauer create a turnover and give it off down to McCartan. McCartan to Ball. Ball is going to switch hands, get the call, and we're going to get some free throws after Ball went 2 of 2 in his last trip. Peterson just committed his 3rd personal foul. And Ball's going to get some opportunities. Again, 2 of 4 from the line. He's the only Bronx to make it to the line so far today. First free throw rolls in from the iron. Caden Cap has checked in for Douglas. Peterson makes his way out. Now it's a 1-score game here for Cody. This to make it a 3-point game. Ball will make that the case. 29-26, 2 minutes left in the first half. Roberts at the top, pump fake guarded by McCartan. Roberts really loses control a lot, but is able to regain it quickly. Brown now will spin, makes one move, look to get an underhand scoop and score. It looked like a reverse if you saw the way he shot that, and good move there by Brown gives the Bearcats back down by 1. Ball drives in, was looking for Hazel. Bauer's able to save it. Pryor, he'll try to drive in, looks for the behind the pass to Ball. And here's a quick transition opportunity, and that's going to be no good. And we're going to get a foul on Cody as Meeks was looking to drive in. That was getting a little, Pryor looked like a behind the back attempt there for his pass to Ball, and that's what caused the turnover. Going to give McCartan his 2nd personal foul of the contest. Free throw has tied this ball game up. Brown has 9 points, and he scored all of them in this second quarter. The Bearcats have outscored the Bronx 19-13 in this second quarter. 78 seconds left to go, 1:18 on the clock. Pinnacle scoreboard is all knotted up at 29. This for the lead, then that's the case. So we are first lead change of the contest. We have had 2 ties in the ball game so far. Hazel loses it. Ball is going to try to secure it, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. And Douglas is going to get it back with a chance to extend their lead. Cody unofficially their 5th turnover. That pass just didn't really see it handled there. 1:07 left to go now. Douglas up by 1, 30-29 on your Medical Bank scoreboard. Final 60 seconds. Brown at the top. Here's a drive-in by Cap. We get a whistle on the floor, though, but that will just be the 4th team foul, as Ball will pick up his 2nd personal. And that's one that right now he's your leading scorer with 11. Inbound pass to Cap. Now we'll swing it to Roberts. Not about a 3. He'll give it now to Taylor at the top. Taylor drives in, spin, right side shot, no good. Ball with the rebound. And Ball is going to try to pick up the pace for the Bronx. Spomer, far side, gives it off to Hazel. Now swing it to Bauer. Bauer back up top to Hazel. Hazel's going to reset the offense with 30 seconds left to go. Hazel to Ball. Ball to McCartan now. McCartan's going to look to give it off to Hazel. Hazel will reset the offense. Again, no shot clock, so Cody can use all this clock left. Down by 1. 15 seconds left to go. Bauer looks inside. Turnover there as he was looking for Ball. Taylor tries to get the score, and we'll give it up now to Tiller for 3. Can't get it to go. Spomer, 2 seconds. He's going to look for the full court. Shot, can't get it to go. 3/4 if you want to be exact, and that will do it for the half. Douglas currently up by 1. They get their lead late, and Cody is going to look for some answers in the second half. They did good, but we'll step aside. It is the Kiel Sanitation halftime report, so we'll take that 2-minute halftime report from Kiel Sanitation. Next, we'll be back with some numbers, and again, hopefully to talk with head coach Chris Wagner next.
Since 1982, Kiel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Kiel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Kiel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KielSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Kiel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
To Kiel Sanitation halftime report brought to you by Kiel Sanitation. The Cody Bronx right now are trailing by 1. They had this lead pretty much until the final 2 minutes of the half, and they're going to have to get something figured out because Brown and Roberts have been definitely the factors for the Bearcats in this one. Let's take a look at some numbers real quick here as we do have some time to be able to kind of recap a little bit of this contest. Again, we do plan to talk with head coach Chris Wagner if we can. Again, if not, we'll catch him tomorrow for the games against Pine Ridge in that one. Take a look at some numbers real quick here in the ball game. Douglas really hasn't taken many opportunities shot-wise, but they've been able to capitalize. I unofficially have them 11 of 20 from the field at 55%, and the Broncs are 11 of 23 from the field. Bearcats 3 of 4 from the free throw line, while 5 of 11 from three-point range. I have the Cody Broncs right now at 3 of 8 from three-point land, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. The only one that be at the line is Maddox Ball. He has 6 opportunities. He is 4 of 6. He missed the first 2 and is able to respond since then. Again, 30-29 is your score. We'll take another 90-second timeout. We'll get some first half numbers individually as well. Cody Broncs basketball trailing right now on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 30-29. We'll step aside. 90-second timeout. Back after this on 103.3 The Range.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody Broncs and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Broncs and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just condition, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Broncs and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
We continue the Kiel Sanitation Halftime Report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
Halftime score in Thunder Basin Gymnasium on the campus of Thunder Basin High School in Gillette, Wyoming. The Cody Broncs trail this one on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 30-29 against the Douglas Bearcats. The Broncs really had done a pretty good job keeping the lead, even when Douglas was kind of climbing back. The Broncs would get up to a lead of 10 in the ball game so far. Douglas' biggest lead has just been 1, which they were able to connect with not a lot of time left in the second quarter of play. The Broncs scored 16 while holding Douglas to 10. Douglas would outscore the Broncs, though, 20-13 in the second quarter of action. For the Bearcats, it's led by 2 people, Denton Brown and Cutler Roberts, both with 10 points in the contest. Donnie Taylor with 3. It's Hanson with 2 points in the contest. You also have Spence with 2, Cap with 3 in the ball game so far. For the Broncs, it's led by Maddox Ball. He has 11 points and 5 boards in the contest. Trevor Spalmer with 2. Jackson Hazel has 9 points in the ball game. Grady McCartney with 5. Joshua Sowers has a bucket to his name in the ball game so far to start this one. Again, your halftime score, it is the Cody Broncs 29, Douglas 30. They lead this one with 2:35 left to go in the halftime intermission. Again, it's your Kiel Sanitation halftime report, as we'll take one more 90-second timeout, and we will maybe take a look at some games from around the state as well as get the second half action underway. Again, Bearcats lead this one 30-29 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll step aside and be back after this right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Back in 90 seconds.
Metal work that will stand the test of time. Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Cody basketball trailing in this one 30-29 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Kiel Sanitation halftime report has concluded. Big thanks to Kiel Sanitation for the halftime report. Third quarter action gets set. The Bronx will send their starting five from tip-off outs, and they will defend against the Bearcats starting five from, it will be the same in this one. The quarter gets underway. Cody, again, ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media basketball poll. Bearcats also in that as well. I did say we would try to get some score updates from around the state. Do not have any at this moment in time that I could currently find. Underway here, third quarter action, as Bearcats scoring 20 in that second quarter to help them take a 1-point advantage. Brown and Rollins have been the difference makers for this Bearcats team, as Roberts is going to prove that right away as he knocks down a three. And our Bronx now trail by 4. 33-29, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows. Hazel at the top, matched by Roberts. He's going to look for McCartan. McCartan at the top, goes inside to Ball. Ball's matched up there by Peterson. His ball shot can't drop. Wow, quick pass to Tillard. There's a 3 by Taylor that's off the mark, and back to the Bronx it goes. 7:12 left to go in the third quarter here. Hazel now for Cody. And give it to Spomer, as Spomer, I thought he stepped out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Bronx. Turnovers-wise have been low. 11 total unofficially. The Bronx with 7. Douglas with 4. Taylor looking for Roberts on the backdoor cut. Roberts has a mid-range jumper he will pull the trigger on and have it drop. And Roberts has 13 in the contest so far. Ball on the near side, passes off to Pryor on the near corner. He'll bring it up top, swing it to McCartan. McCartan drives in, charity stripe pull-up is good. McCartan with 7. Makes it now a 35-31 advantage for the Bearcats. The biggest lead has been 6 for Douglas. That was just moments ago. Taylor to Roberts. Matched up on McCartan. Roberts for 3, and he's going to just... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Roberts with 18 has only 1 shot inside the arc and a free throw. Everything else has been from three-point land. McCartan trying to respond, gets it to go. McCartan responds on the Roberts 3, but don't be surprised if Roberts gets another crack at it. Taylor thought about a 3. Now he'll back it up. Taylor drives in left side. Ball with the rejection. Give it off to Hazel. As Hazel has it inside. I was trying to find who had it for a moment. Hazel can't get the shot to go. Rebounded there courtesy of Roberts. Brown. 3-point land. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Hazel. As Hazel's going to hurry it up to Spomer for 2. It's good. Spomer with 4. Lead is now at 2. Excuse me. Taylor will look to lob it inside. Hazel's going to be called for the foul as he was looking to give it off to Peterson. Hazel's going to pick up the foul. That will be his first personal. It's going to be the team's first of the quarter. Douglas basketball on the baseline. Here's a shot for Brown. Can't get that one to go. Brown will get a second chance. Roberts 3 off the front iron. Another opportunity here courtesy of Tillard. Taylor will make sure Douglas capitalizes on that with a 3. It's a 5-point game for Douglas, courtesy of Taylor there. Cody looking to just get something going here. Goes inside the ball as that gets poked out. It will stay with Douglas, or excuse me, with Cody. Poked out there by Douglas. 4:04 left to go in the third quarter. Bauer and Hine and Sowers all going to check in for Cody. McCartan, Hazel, and Pryor will check out. Or excuse me, Hazel's the inbounder. It'll be Spomer checking out. You're watching, you can see how that's a little bit confusing. Sowers on, gets the inbound back to Hazel. Hine now to Bauer, goes inside for ball. Ball one dribble, tries to put it up, can't get it to go. That one almost goes in. Fight for the basketball will end up for Brown, who comes up with it. And Roberts gonna quick trigger that one. Try to get a heat check there going as Douglas gets the rebound, courtesy of Tillard in. He'll make his way out of bounds. Coming in for the Bearcats, Meeks checks in. It's also Bearcat basketball on the baseline. McCartan's going to check in for Hine. Hine's going to check with McCartan as that's going to be right in the arms of Maddox ball. He'll just bring it up. McCartan 3 up. No good off the back iron. Brown's going to hurry it up. Floater from the glass and going to get a blocking foul on McCartan. McCartan should be having his third foul called against him. That is the case. It's going to be on the shot, so Brown's going to go to the line and potentially add more. He's already got 10 in the ball game so far. First free throw is good for Brown. That makes it now a 6-point game. Again, that's the biggest lead for Douglas in this one. Get one more free throw here. around the iron and falls. 43-36 your score, 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. 3:19, and we're going to get a whistle from a far official on the baseline. We're going to get Taylor on the foul, so that will be his first personal. And checking into the ball game is Braxton Spence. He'll come in for Taylor. Bronx basketball on the baseline. Inbound, McCartney. He's going to take a quick launch three. It's good, and are they going to count the bucket, though, is the question. They will count the bucket. That was a quick trigger there by McCartney, but he's able to get the score. They're going to give Mags ball for his third foul. McCartney now leads scoring with 13. Here's a give to Roberts. Pump and fake, tries to go again. Roberts now will drive in, pull it up for mid-range two. Can't get that to go. Here's a second chance by Cap. And Douglas just going to keep responding. Leading 45-39. 2:49 left to go. Third quarter action. Bauer to Sowers at the top. Here's the swing down to McCartney on the far side. Inside the post now to Ball. That's not going to take a friendly roll. Here's a pass out to Bauer. Bauer floater off the back or off the glass and in. Bauer with his first score of the season. It felt like a much needed bucket for Cody, down by 4. Here's a shot foul. Appears to be on the shot. They're going to give McCartney for his, I believe that's his 4th. It is. And he's going to have to sit on the bench, make his way there, and especially with those threes, you got to save them. Same from foul trouble is what I was trying to get at. Free throw is good by Roberts. Roberts now has 19. That free throw is no good. It is Bauer with the rebound. Bauer has it to Hazel. Hazel drives in, picks up his dribble back to Pryor at the top. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pryor to Hazel. Near side on top, goes inside to Sowers. Sowers is now matched up there by Spence. As Sowers can't get the shot to drop, and it's going to be out of bounds. Going to go to Douglas. Tillard is back into the ball game for Douglas. Let's go to you with 1:43. Trails by 5. Brown, there's the swing to Cap. Now back to Roberts. He has been good from three-point land and can't get this one to drop. Hazel with the rebound. Hazel pushing the pace. Looks to Yarrow, stepping in. Count it. And timeout taken by head coach Jay McCartney. It's going to be we'll see if it's a full timeout. That is the case. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. Cody trailing this one right now, 46-43. Back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting station. Cody takes their first of 5 timeouts. Both teams have 4 timeouts. Kind of interesting mascots here for Thunder Basin. 46-43 your score. Cody trailing by 3. They do take the timeouts after the score by Hazel, who Euro stepped it in. The Bronx and Bearcats are kind of neck and neck in the third quarter. 16-14, the Bearcats have outscored the Bronx. Final 80 seconds of the third quarter. 46-43, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows. Roberts, near side, matched up by Bowers. The Bronx have, looks like they've changed their defense to a zone. That is the case. Brown, back to Roberts, launches the three, hits the back iron. That almost goes in. And it'll go out of bounds. Favors the Bronx with 57.6 left to go. Hazel over the midcourt logo. We'll give it off to Sowers on the near side. Back to Bauer. Bauer was looking inside for Sowers. It's a turnover by Cody. Roberts will give it off to Brown. Brown was looking to drive it in, and it's saved by Cap. Cap's going to look to put it up for two. He does. Gets contact from Sowers, but they're not going to count it for a foul, and Douglas back up by 5. 20 seconds left to go. Third quarter action. Hazel. Want this clock dwindle down. Now down to 12, and they're going to get the slide for the travel, and Hazel knew that pretty quickly. Turnover by the Bronx, making it number 9. Peterson checks in for Tillard. With 11 seconds left to go. Situational substitution by the Bearcats. Brown, left side, passes inside. The one who just checked in, that's Peterson. And with no time left on the clock, Douglas got a steal to end the third quarter. We go to the final 8 minutes. Cody trailing this one right now. It is Douglas 50, Cody 43. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. Back for the final 8 minutes here on 103.3 The Range.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. Down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect thing.
The final 8 minutes start now.
Fourth quarter action about to get underway here. The Bearcats up by 7, their biggest lead of the contest over the Bronx, who are ranked number 1 according to the Wild Prep preseason polls. Coach McCartan really, I mentioned if he's looked at those, he said he really doesn't pay attention to those. Just wants this team to focus here. Final 8 minutes, they're going to have to get something going. McCartan thought about a 3. Now he's going to take one. Had some contact. Spallman with the rebound. Tries to put it back up for 2. Can't get that one to go. 2 opportunities and an empty possession for the Bronx. Bearcats pushing. Brown drives it in middle. Kick out now to Taylor for 3. That one hits front iron. Fight for the basketball. Ends up with Peterson. Now to Roberts. Brown back to Roberts. They are running zone as Cody. Cody is going to allow those threes in some ways be okay. Just make sure you don't get the man who's been on fire from 3, as we're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to get Pryor for the foul. And also, the note here, McCartan is in with 4 fouls. That is the... Right now, that's the thing to watch out for the most. Brown at the top. Here's a swing to Taylor. He's going to go ahead and fire that 3. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Ball. Hazel tries to push the pace. Now he'll slow it down. Get up now to McCartan. McCartan's willing to fire it if he wants to. Pass inside. Nice cut by Pryor. Can't get it to go. And Both Coach Johnson and McCartan are in disbelief on that one. That was the right play, just had it turned over. High will get set to check in. Next dead ball. Roberts will give it up now to Cap for 3. Count it. Lead is up to 10. Ball at the top. Looks to drive in on Peterson. Can't get that shot to drop. It's back to the Bearcats, who already are up by 10. Here's a second chance. Can't get that one to go. That ball loses it, and it's going to stay with Douglas. Substitutions for the Bearcats and Bronx. Hine is checked in for Pryor. Inbound Roberts. He's going to go ahead and fire it from 3, and he just can't be stopped from three-point land. 22 points. Again, 3 of those are inside the arc. 56-43, leads at 13. Spelmer, ball. Back up top to Hine. He's going to get the screen from Spelmer. He's going to drive in. Hine pulls it up from mid-range, gets it to go. And Parker High gets his first bucket of the ball game. Oh, he switches their defense. They're going man-to-man. So pass now to Taylor. Far side. Taylor will give it up now to Tiller. Back to Taylor. Taylor's going to go ahead and take a 3. That one's good. It's good defense by High. Taylor gets just that one to drop, and McCartan's going to bring it up. Get this offense set. McCartan to Ball. Ball back to Hine. Hine's going to, thought about pulling it up. Ball's going to get the pass, though, from Hine. Nice job by Hine to give it up to Ball for the score. And it now makes it 47-59. It's a 12-point lead. Cody takes a timeout. It's a 60-second. We will take a 30-second timeout back here on 103.3 The Range.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx's Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you at the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, it is the Cody Bronx down now by 12. Douglas has really kind of started pulling away. They had a 20-point third quarter. They held Cody to 14. And right now, Douglas with 9 points scored in this quarter. The Bronx have just 4 points scored. Cody did get the score courtesy of an assist from Parker Hine to Maddox Ball. That's what cut this lead down to 12. The biggest lead's been 14 for the Bearcats. 4:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cody looking to go 1-0 to start the season. Both teams are, to be exact. Brown matched up by Hazel. Bronx are running man-to-man defense. And Hazel's going to be called for the foul. Hazel being told by coach, don't worry about that. That's a ticky-tack type foul. That's good defense by Hazel, but sometimes just certain body movements is going to get the advantage. Douglas will inbound as McCartan will kick it out. It will stay now with Douglas. Now Roberts is going to flip it with Tillard. Yeah, I would look for Roberts. His ball had that tip, but Douglas is able to keep it back. Brown at top, matched up by Hine. Brown makes one move for Hine. That shot's no good. Out of bounds, stays with Douglas. His ball was looking to try to secure the rebound and couldn't get it to go, and it was knocked out. He touched it last trying to get the pass off, or trying to get the rebound, excuse me. So I had a discussion there for a moment as Sowers is going to check in for Hind. 59-47, still your score. Inbound goes to Moore. He's going to give it off to Brown. Again, it's been Brown, now Cap recently, and Roberts. Roberts really, he was a factor in the fourth. Hazel comes up with the steal. He's going to put up the shot, can't get to go, and then a late whistle. So Brown is going to be called for the foul. And again, it's been a common thing, just these whistles that are a little bit late, let the play develop. And Hazel is going to go to the line and shoot some free throws. A season ago, Hazel was 63% from the line. He had 51 attempts, converted on 32 of them. EVs with 4:12 left to go in this ball game. Hazel's first one almost goes out, but is able to drop. Hazel with 12. Bronx have 3 in double digits, so does the Bearcats. Hazel for one final free throw, make this a 10-point game. He's able to do so. 59-49 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Roberts matched up Momikart in the Bronx running man-to-man defense. We approach the final 4 minutes. Taylor, 3 in front of Spomer. That one's not going to be good. Rebounded by McCartan. Yes, Hazel's going to pick up the pace. Hazel for 2. Count the bucket and 1. Jackson Hazel with the score. He has a chance to make it a 3-point play. Foul's going to go against Tillard. And with 3:50 left to go, has cut this to an 8-point game. And Hazel with opportunity to put one more and make this a 3-point play. Hazel does it. Perfect from the line. He's needed those free throws to go. 7-point game. Cody trying to crawl back in. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bearcats. They'll be down to 3. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here with 3:42 left to go. Bearcats 59, Cody Bronx 52. The Bronx have scored 8 points in this fourth quarter. But Douglas, I unofficially have 11 threes on the night compared to Cody's 5, and that's where you're kind of seeing some difference for them, as Douglas is willing to fire it from 3 as much as possible. And again, quick 30-second timeout taken by the Bearcats. Both teams now will have 3 timeouts after the timeout. I guess after the break they are getting. 3:42 left to go. 59-52. Bearcats lead after getting the lead late in the second quarter. Douglas will have the basketball after the timeout. It'll be Tillard to inbound to Taylor. Taylor, and off to Brown. Brown gonna get the screen, offensive foul. Cody's gonna get the basketball back. They're gonna get Peterson on the offensive foul. That is the 3rd of the quarter. And again, once bonus hits, it's 2 free throws, not 1 and 1. That was changed from last season. Inbound is almost lost, and Hazel touches it last. An opportunity for Cody goes disastrous. And Douglas will get it back. A chance to extend their lead back to 10 again. Here's a drive by Brown off the window. That's no good. Rebounded by Hazel. Bauer will give it off to Hazel. Hazel's going to just drive all the way in. Dishes it off to Sowers. He'll get some free throws, and You wish you got the bucket there, but you'll still get opportunities from the free throw line. With 3:19 left to go. Sowers at the line. Anything at this point is going to be huge. Sowers can't convert on the first. We'll have one more free throw. $3:19 left. This to cut the lead down to 6. Can't get it to go, so it'll stay a 7-point, or excuse me, yeah, stay a 7-point lead for the Bearcats. Taylor again, give it off to Brown. Brown's going to swing it off now to Cap. Back to Brown. Brown drives inside, matched up by Hazel. Back out to Cap. Ball, tries to play defense. Shot off the mark. It's going to be staying with the Bearcats. And this is what's helped Douglas as well, these second chance opportunities. They really haven't given Cody many chances to get some opportunities. Sowers with the steal, and there's the foul, and Taylor's going to be slow to get up as had some contact on the nose. Taylor with the foul, and that's just kind of getting tangled up in there. That's not really Taylor's fault. He just got tangled up in that case. Sowers, the way he was getting the basketball, and Sowers, who just went 0-2 from the trip, now going to need these to go here with 2:49 left to go. Lead is at 7. Sowers makes the first. Six-point game now. This to make it a 5-point game. Goes off the front of the rim and no good. We stay at 6. Now clock favors the Bearcats. 2:40 left to go. Brown will drive in, now make his way back out to the top of the arc. He's going to launch a 3. That's no good. Bowers is going to rebound it, make his way up the court, gives it off to Hazel. Hazel to McCartan. Deep 3. No, it's not going to go in. And Douglas back with the basketball. Might have to, again, play defense for Cody, but also just getting the right kind of shot. Timeout taken by the Bearcats. They'll be down to 2. It's going to be a full timeout. We are going to take a 30-second timeout back here on 103.3 The Range at Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. Back in 30.
When life slows you down, Kenya Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Kenya Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Kenya Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Kenya Therapy. Visit KenyaTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. Douglas leading right now by 6, 59-53. We have just a little over 2 minutes left in this one. 2:08 left. As Douglas took the timeout, they're down to 2. Cody has 3. Now you got to think about limiting your possessions. How many possessions, or not limiting, but counting how many possessions you have left. Inbound to Brown, approaching the final 2 minutes in this one. Roberts, long pass there to Peterson, gives it off to Cap. Cap, back to Brown. Brown now is going to swing it now to Tiller. As Douglas is playing keep away. 3 from Roberts, and that's a big 3. Could possibly be a potential dagger shot, and Hazel's able to get it for 2. And he's able to get up on his feet. Timeout taken by the Bronx. We'll keep it here. As right now your score is Cody 55. If I can get the score right. Douglas has 62 points. Trying to figure out where I'm missing some points from, and I'll get those figured out here in just a moment. Cody has outscored the Bearcats, though, 13-12 in this fourth quarter. However, right now, Cody is got to think about how many possessions do they think they have left in this one. What kind of shots is Coach McCartney has really given them a strategic timeout here. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts. We got under 2 minutes left to go here in Thunder Basin Gymnasium on the campus of Thunder Basin High School. That was a full timeout for the Bronx. As both teams disperse from their benches. Cody is showing full court pressure. 1:40 left to go. Roberts inbound. Hazel stands in front. Ball McCartan there to bring pressure as well. Here's a long pass to Tiller. Tiller's going to give it off to Cap. Cap back to Brown as the Bearcats will start playing clock. Under 90 seconds left to go. Brown gets it back. Here's a kick out now to Cap. Cap for 3. That's good. Again, just one of those that can potentially have sealed the deal. You hope that's not the case for the Cody Bronx. There's still plenty of time. 10-point game. Ball will put it up for 2. Can't get that one to go. Sowers can't corral the rebound. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Cody. That's going to be Jackson Hazel on the foul. It doesn't put Douglas in the bonus yet. So Cody does have a couple of, well, they got 1 to give now. Cody's going to have to really get a steal or something here. There's not a lot of time left in this one. Brown will dish it off to Peterson for 2. That's going to be in and good, and Douglas is getting off on the right time. And it's back to a 12-point game. Cody with the basketball. Here's McCartan now. They're trying to set something up as Sowers will get the screen. Now the dish to Sowers. Can't get that shot to drop. And it's going to be rebounded by Brown. 67-55, under 20 seconds left to play. Another 3-point shot to just add on top of it. Here's a rebound from Bauer to McCartan. That will go. And it was 6 seconds left. That's going to do it here from Thunder Basin Gymnasium. And the Douglas Bearcats will get the win here. Getting a 10-point win, 67-57 over the Cody Bronx. We're going to step aside, 2-minute timeout. Get you your final numbers here in this one and recap this contest. Cody falling in this one, 67-57. We'll have our Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show coming up next, live on 103.3 The Range.
If you're looking for custom metal work that will stand the test of time, Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn and Cody.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
It's our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show presented by Breadboard, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. Your final score, it is the Douglas Bearcats 67, Cody 57 in this contest. The Bronx would take pretty much a first half lead. However, it was given up at just barely towards the end of the first half. The Bronx would put up 29 points, while the Douglas Bearcats would put up a 20-point second quarter to give them a 30-29 lead. The third quarter, the Bearcats would put up another 20, surrendering 14 to the Bronx. That would make it 50-43, and then Douglas was 17, holding the Bronx to 15, and that would be the final 67 to 57 is your final score in the contest. The Bearcats would shoot 24 of 39, 13 three-pointers on the night. I mean, that's a hard matchup when you got a couple of Bearcats who can just launch it from three. Colin Roberts was really the main contributor there from beyond the arc. He would have finished with 25 points, but we'll get into individual statistics in just a moment. The Bronx would go 23 unofficially of 44 from the field, just 7 of 12 from the line, 5 of 11 from three-point land. It's 5 of 12 from three-point land in the contest. Take a look at some other numbers. Turnovers, Bronx had 11 to Douglas's just 7. Again, these are all unofficial stats, so please do not quote me or give me any final number or tell me I was wrong, because, again, I could potentially be wrong in all these cases. We're going to step aside again. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. And, again, our plan is to talk with head coach Jay McCartan, but we might just talk to him tomorrow to recap this game. So we'll kind of play it by ear. But we'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll get some individual statistics in just a moment. Again, your final on this one, your Pinnacle-based scoreboard. The falls to Douglas 67-57. We'll continue our Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show here in just a moment, live on 103.3 The Range.
And driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving, because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by Whiteout.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect paint color or choosing a healthy dinner. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Jen Talich is right here in Cody to help you select the right protection at the right price. Jen and her team will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Jen Talich, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business, and good luck, Cody, Bronx, and Phillies.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
We continue our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show. Now back to the court with the voice of Cody Sports, Wyatt Barichka.
Back here on 103.3 The Range as the Cody Bronx again fall to the Douglas Bearcats 67-57. Doesn't look like we will get an interview with head coach Jay McCartan. So we will recap the game with him tomorrow when we can. So we will do that. So just kind of a heads up for our audience folks out there. Let's take a look at some individual statistics. We'll start with the Bearcats. It was led by Colin Roberts. He would finish with 25 points in the ball game. Kane Cap with 13, Denton Brown with 12, Peterson would finish with 4, Spence would finish with 2, and Hinson would finish with 2 in the contest as well. For the Cody Bronx, it was led by Jackson Hazel with 17 points. He would finish with 5 rebounds. Grady McCartan finished with 15 points and 2 boards. Max Ball, 13 points and 7 rebounds in the contest. You also had Trent Bauer, Parker Hine, with 2 points as well. Joshua Sowers would finish with 3 on the day. He got a bucket and a free throw in the contest as well. We would have finished with 1 lead change and 2 ties. Again, turnovers 11-7 in favor of the Bearcats. And just trying to take a look at what we could see here. If we're able to maybe catch up with Coach. Again, I'm not 100% sure. But again, if we don't, we'll just chat with head coach Jay McCartan in the morning. We do have one more obligation, that is to select our player of the game, and we need to do it for the girls as well. For the girls, we're going to give it to Grace Hayes. Grace Hayes will get our girls player of the game, and for the boys, I'm going to give it to Jackson Hazel on the day. He finished with 17 points, and Grace Hayes would finish with over 20. Those players of the games are presented by State Farm agent Jen Talich. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Take another 90-second timeout. We're going to conclude this broadcast. We'll tell you what tomorrow looks like for Cody basketball. We'll take one more timeout, 60-second timeout to be exact, and we'll be back here on 103.3 The Range. 60-second timeout, back after this on The Range.
If you are looking for custom metal work that will stand the test of time, Cascade Services specializes in high-quality welding and fabrication for all of your needs. Whether it's stunning custom railings, sleek staircases, or unique metal projects, we bring your vision to life with precision and care. No project is too big or too small. Craftsmanship you can trust and built to last. Call Cascade Services today at 307-202-2433 to get started on your custom project.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, as we do need to make some room for some fans to get up here. So we're going to wrap things up here on this Thursday here from Thunder Basin Gymnasium. Again, your final score, the Douglas Bearcats 67, Cody 57. And Cody will be back at it tomorrow at 11:30. And here in just a moment, let's step aside.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
And we'll conclude our post-game show here. Sorry, we had to take a timeout for just a moment. Again, so tomorrow, Cody Phillies at 11:30 a.m. They'll take on Pine Ridge. The Bronx will also take on Pine Ridge. That'll be a 1 o'clock tip-off. And again, with games ahead and behind, it might be a little bit behind or a little bit ahead. We don't know yet. That's kind of just depends on how things go. So, a big thanks to McKenna and Alyssa from the studio. Also, a reminder, if you're in Cody, make sure you stop by the Cody Chamber for our Live After 5 event. You can meet with the Heart Mountain Broadcasting team, so make sure you swing over there. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 11:30. We'll have our pregame scheduled for roughly 11 o'clock, but in case we will schedule it maybe a little bit later. Just depends on how games go for tomorrow. For McKenna and Alyssa back at the studio, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics Live on 103.3 The Rage. We'll send you back to the station in just a moment.
The preceding has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics and 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station. Now back to Wyoming's genuine country.